Whoa there, horsey. Come on now. Okay, that's working. What about the other one? Give me a second. They changed the way I go live on these channels now. Hopefully it works. This might have fucked up. Let me see. Did the King Academics joint fuck up? Yes, it did. Fucking did. Lost my thumbnail and everything, man. Regardless, welcome, people, welcome. Y'all doing good? I've been doing amazing. Hold on, let me just change my thumbnail on King Academics page. And let me go live on Meta. If you don't know, we stream on our Facebook fan pages or whatever they call them nowadays. Need a nice thumbnail. Nah. That might work. We'll rock with it. Fuck it. Okay. I don't like that thumbnail. I don't like that shit. What? Let me change my thumbnail one more time. Can't find a good one. Trying to find a good one, y'all. Ah. Well, fuck, I can't find a good thumbnail right now for the King Academics channel. What the fuck could I use? Maybe that? No, that one. Oh, okay, I found one. Okay, we good. All right, people, welcome, man. Welcome. I'm glad y'all here. I'm glad y'all are here. Bunch of things that we are going to get to today. I do want to thank you sincerely for tuning into the live stream. Appreciate all the people who... Okay. All right. So, let me tell you what I got on the list. Y'all tell me what I'm missing. Okay? Oh, nah. Nah, I got a better thumbnail. Hold on, I just got to put this thumbnail. I like that thumbnail right there. That's fire. That's fire. I like that. I like that a lot. Wait. Nah, this one is harder. Wait, nah, this one. Yes. Ooh. This shit is fire right here. Yeah. Right there. Oh. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right, chat. So let me tell you what I got on the list. I don't even know if I should be covering some of these things, but we will. First and foremost, wait, I got two lists, so apologize. We got a bunch of Jay-Z shit. Jay-Z, Diddy. There's some crazy shit going on with that. I'm here to explain all this to y'all. Also, I have an announcement to make. I have an announcement that I need to make. All y'all that need to make viral for me. I need y'all to do it. But a bunch of Jay-Z shit. What else? We gonna talk a little bit about, obviously, Lil Baby. He's on a press run. Kanye had a deposition video. There's some other stuff happening within the space. I seen Andrew Tate. He's free. I see Bhad Bhabie still going back and forth over her, her and some other girl fighting over her baby daddy or something of the sort. What else is going on? Cardi release date. I can't tell y'all that yet. I'm waiting on approval. I can't tell y'all. I can't tell y'all. It is soon. It's soon. It's soon. Not Playboy Cardi soon, like act soon, but it's soon. But okay, I can't. All right, anyway, beyond that, let me see. What else? What else we got going on? We got some stories about Cardi B and Offset. I think we're going to finally get into it today. Kanye deposition. I had promised y'all from last stream we're going to get into the Mo3 killer stuff. The killers of Mo3, or the guys who were convicted, subsequently have release dates, and we usually don't see that when we think about murder convictions, but we'll talk about that as well. And we do have a bunch of Tory Lanez things that are happening as well. Now, I think I want to start out with Jay-Z today. Okay? I think I want to start out with Jay-Z. I think I want to start out with Jay-Z today. Chat. And I need everybody, everywhere, to capture this. Y'all could, if there's ever a time I want y'all to make it viral, make this viral, okay? Big Ack is here, officially, on the record. I want to sit here and I want to make a public apology to Jay-Z, okay? Jay-Z, I am sorry. I want to apologize to Roc Nation as a staff, a record label, and a motherfucking company. I want to apologize to Jay-Z, Blue Ivy, the other two. Is it two? Beyonce's mama. I want to apologize to everybody that got any, except the Sugar Baby. What's that nigga named? Memphis Bleak. I seen you on Twitter, nigga. You a peon. We'll ice you out. You nigga, you're a trust fund baby for Jay-Z. We'll violate you too. Get out of here, nigga. What the fuck is you? I seen that little fucking bum ass. Oh, my bad. I'm apologizing. Hold on. Let's bring it back. Chat, I'm here to apologize to Jay-Z. Okay? And I mean it sincerely. And Alex Spiro, if you're out here, someone please send him this video. Academics sincerely wants to put in an apology, and really it's for everything. The history between me and Roc Nation has been lengthy. If you don't know, I've had odds with Roc Nation since the Vic Mensa thing happened. Roc Nation was feeding Complex with a bunch of interviewees, and once the Vic Mensa thing happened, there was a shift in how they tried to purport certain things and try to send people at even my platform. So that's how far the back and forth goes. But I'm here today officially to say I apologize. And the apology is coming from a place of, and I'm always keeping it 100. It's coming from a place of respect. I'm going to tell you why it's respect. I think when it comes to media, I think I'm like Floyd. I've watched a lot of rappers and I've watched a lot of personalities. Anybody who have went at act, listen, it may not be today, tomorrow, or next week, but trust, your L is coming and it always happens. I'm undefeated. But you know how you stay undefeated? Shout out to my man Floyd Mayweather. You don't go fight another nigga who's just like you and undefeated too. Okay? And I seen it almost setting up, and I'm like, I'm just here to say, I'm going to duck that fight with Roc Nation. I want no smoke, and I'll just apologize and bow out. I'm going to tell you why. Roc Nation is, they some bad boys. No pun intended. They use tactics like I use tactics, and they never forget, and they're petty. And when one assassin sees another one that he feels is just as capable or more, the reason why I don't lose is because I know how to pick my battles, chat. I'm going to keep it a bean with you. Meek Mill, I knew I was going to wash that nigga in 90 seconds. We were never going to make it a 12th. Even Lil Baby. Lil Baby. Okay? We'll get to that later. You've seen it all. But I'm telling you, I don't know if this is the first time I've done this, but I want to say I'm throwing in the towel. I'm not even walking in the ring. Roc Nation, Jay-Z, I want no smoke. Now, I'm going to give you some context to it. And before some of y'all think somebody reached out, none of that. They would never play those games with me. Nobody. I don't care who it is. But this is an educated thing of mine. Today, what I've never seen ever in my life. And I've realized that Roc Nation is such a conglomerate and a power that shouldn't be fucked with, that I'm going to keep it a being with you. You know what's so funny? Even in me, obviously I've had odds with Roc Nation, me speaking out against them at times. I see mad rappers, they'll hit me up on the low. I'm like, why I look like I'm fighting y'all battles? Hey, I just want to say I'm checking out. I got no issues with these motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you why. Roc Nation is too powerful. You can't defeat them. I'm going to show you a list of things that we've seen that has proved my theory. And again, while the undefeated, insurmountable Big Act never bows down, I will definitely duck a fight if I think it's not in my favor. And this one ain't in my favor, okay? So, why today? And what happened? I'm going to be honest with you, man. I've never in the history of time, and I see a lot of people misinterpreting the statement that they put out. Shit, initially, because we're covering, it's funny, like when we report media, Roc Nation is the only, I feel like I got to talk to my lawyer every time I talk about Roc Nation. Like, they really got everybody shook. I mean, and not necessarily have me shook, but they got damn near everybody saying, you want to be in court? So we're like triple checking when it comes to Roc Nation. So when they tweeted and deleted something, we even reported that it was hacked. We're not trying to say it's them, because they might be like, oh, you're slandering. We don't want to be in court with people, right? But now we know it is actually real. But besides all that, this is why we're realizing we don't want no smoke with Roc Nation. I've never seen this a day in my life. Jay-Z is out here washing Tony Buzbee. When I mean washing him, this is a $1 billion income generator revenue guy for personal injury litigants. He's treating this nigga like a bum. I've never seen, let me tell you this. Diddy right now is in his jail cell. The best thing that ever happened to Diddy since he got charged is Jay-Z, even though Jay don't fuck with him. Because Jay is about to make, half of the civil cases against Diddy is filed by Tony Buzbee. Jay is violating this nigga Tony Buzbee so crazy, and is going to, that you're going to look at all 17 or 18 of the lawsuits he filed against Diddy and say, bro, if you did that to Jay, what you did to Diddy, we ain't believing none of this shit. I've never seen this before. Now, again, I'm continuing to explain why I said I'm good. I don't want no smoke with these niggas, okay? Tony Buzbee was behind the scenes sending the ban letters to Roc Nation. Yo, we gonna name you in a lawsuit with Diddy. Give us this, give us that. Jay put out that statement. We ain't giving you shit, nigga. And Jay sued him anonymously. Yo, what's up? Let's get it. It's up. What's popping? The whole time I'm like, yo, Jay is talking too crazy. But since then, I gotta keep it a bean with you. I've never seen such a thing. The lawyer who filed a lawsuit on behalf of a woman who claimed she was 13 when she got gangbanged by Diddy and Jay. That lawyer got more lawsuits against him, more allegations against him, more people turned against him than the nigga he's supposed to be suing. I gotta always give kudos, call a spade, and I always told y'all, no matter, I like to say Jay's a snake, but I say he's a great businessman. The way Jay has handled this case, I don't think there's a lawyer within 20,000 miles that will take a fucking case about any misconduct as it relates to sexual misconduct versus Jay-Z, unless you have it on video, 4K, Jay holding somebody down and fucking them. It's no way. This nigga is giving the beats to Tony Buzbee. I'm sorry. Let me explain even further. Tony Buzbee filed a lawsuit. Somehow, magically, NBC News does pretty much half of Jay-Z's bidding by exposing the person that Tony Buzbee is using to sue Jay. Expose the fuck out of the plaintiff. Jay, I don't know if he's paying people. I don't care what it is. Jay has gotten people on record who are claiming Tony Buzbee is encouraging them to file lawsuits, dropped them because they wouldn't lie to the story Tony Buzbee said. And today, once I seen this, I said, yo.
Everyone was shocked when Durk got her.
Hold on. Jay got it. Sorry, we'll get into that later. Jay got it. Chat, I've never seen this before. Chat, if we talk about power, this is what I'm saying about this Roc Nation shit. This is some different type of power. That's why I'm bowing now. I'm good. I don't got power like this. I got a big mouth, and I got a decent side platform, and I got the chat. And I know ain't nothing bigger than the chat, but there's definitely something more powerful than the chat, and it's goddamn Roc Nation. TMZ, who historically reports on the likes of the Kardashians, Kanye's, they report on A-list celebrities, ran an article about Tony Buzbee being sued for giving a woman an STD. This lawyer is not a A-list celebrity. We don't got to do math here, people. Roc Nation planted this shit. Roc Nation got TMZ doing their work. We don't got to do too much math. TMZ is running an article about a lawyer, saying the lawyer, hey, fuck what y'all talking about with Jay. The lawyer who sued Jay, he gave a bitch herpes, or I don't know, allegedly, or gave something. It just says venereal disease. I'm going to have to read I didn't actually pull the lawsuit, but it says some STI. Nigga, when I seen this, I said, yo, Jay just turned the inquiry and the finger pointing at him that now we looking at the lawyer as the creep. The lawyer who sued him, we're looking at him like, nigga, maybe you're the creep. Not Jay. You're the creep. Look at this, chat. Diddy's accuser. Really, they should just say Jay-Z's accuser because same guy. Jay-Z's accuser's attorney, Tony Buzbee, sued for allegedly giving a woman an STI. He says it's a smear campaign. Now, I'm not here to say if it's true or not. What I'm here to say, if Jay could pull a reverse Uno card versus, if you don't know who this guy is one of the top 5 best personal injury litigators in the entire United States. Jay is treating him like it's child's play, nigga. Tic-tac-toe. Jay got niggas looking at him weird. That's some power, people. I'm sorry. I don't want no parts of going at Jay, Alex Spiro. Ain't one of, I apologize to all of Jay-Z's kids. Well, ain't one of them named Rumi or something. Hey, listen, you got it. What the fuck? Chat. Tony Buzbee, who's filed multiple lawsuits against Diddy and one against Jay-Z, is now accused of infecting a woman he dated with a venereal disease. Oh my God. According to a new suit filed in the New York Supreme Court, the accuser, identified as Jane Doe, says Buzbee has taken advantage of her since 2018 when they first met during an online conversation. The woman says Texas-based attorney charmed her and convinced her to go out on a date. She said she ventured to Tony Buzbee's hometown of Houston to grab dinner with him before they took in a show. After the performance, the woman says Buzbee booked a room at a 5-star hotel where he seduced her. The two allegedly had sexual intercourse without Buzbee revealing he had a venereal disease. Now, chat, this is why I'm telling you, I want no smoke with Roc Nation, and I issue a formal apology. And here's the next part of what I want y'all to say to go viral. Jay-Z, I want to be on your team. I want to be in the camp of the Roc Nations because this type of power and this type of sliminess, Hey, get me to a billionaire status too. I'm with y'all. Okay? Now, I ain't gonna turn against Tory. Okay, I know y'all don't like Tory. All right? Tory's my mans. I ain't gonna turn against Tory, but I got no more opinion on that, okay? Tory, you on your own, nigga. you on your own, Tony. Tory, you on your own, brother. Roc Nation is too goddamn powerful. I'm just bowing out. I'm just gonna check out Peace. I'm gonna catch y'all niggas later. Yo, Jay. See you at the brunch, gang. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't, nah. See you at the brunch, gang. I'm sorry. Chat, don't act different when I'm at the brunch. Sorry, okay? Roc Nation is giving this nigga a taste of his own medicine. Oh, you said I did what to who? Now we gonna put it out there that you burning, nigga. You got some incurable STD, nigga. I'm sorry, chat. We gotta make it to the brunch at this point. Yo, I need Alex Spiro on my team. Alex Spiro, my bad, my nigga. Okay, my bad. Okay, player to player. We straight. Okay, and Jigga, don't you worry. I've always said, you one of the best rappers in the world ever, behind Tupac and Drake. Okay, behind Tupac and Drake. Can't put you over Drake. Okay. Another thing. Jay, whatever issue you got with Drake, I fuck with Drake, but that nigga on his own too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. Jay too powerful. I'm sorry. I'm checking out. I don't want no smoke with Roc Nation. Roc Nation Sports. I'm good. This type of power I've never seen before. Okay? So all y'all niggas trying to get at Roc Nation, hey man, I was seeing y'all side before because I'm like, yeah, they fucked around with me with Vic Mensa in it. Y'all niggas on y'all own. Y'all niggas on y'all own. Y'all niggas on y'all own. Tory, good luck. Drake, I don't know what you got going on. I'm hopping off the ship. I'm trying to get down with the nation. Sorry, chat. I'm sorry. This thing is too goddamn powerful. I've never seen power like this. I've never seen power like... Sorry, Negroes. Catch me at the brunch. I've never seen power like this. A lawyer tried to sue him, and now we looking at the lawyer as a sexual predator, not Jay-Z. This is crazy. Jay, you got it. You got it. What? Nigga, Tory, I love you, brother. But at this point, fucking appeal. Just say, I'm going to just do my 10 and just leave Jay alone. It ain't even about you and Meg. It's Jay, nigga. I'm telling you. Once you see Roc Nation, run for the hills, bro. I've never seen this type of power ever. Listen, Spiro, we'll take a toast at the brunch. These Negroes going to be okay. Drake, work out your issues with UMG, nigga. Give us an album next year. But peace out, nigga. I'm over here at the brunch. You still my favorite rapper, but I can't... This shit over here is some other shit. What do Roc Nation got going on? The lawyer accusing Jay-Z of sexual assault is essentially getting accused of sexual impropriety himself. The woman said after the hotel she started to feel uncomfortable sensation around her groin, prompting her to meet with the doctor who tested her and determined she had a sexual transmitted disease. Immediately, the woman said she contacted Buzbee to deliver the bad news. He apologized to her but seemed unsurprised because she claims he already knew he was burning. The woman goes on to claim that Buzbee not only asked her to not disclose her diagnosis to anyone, and vowed to provide free legal advice as compensation. The woman says she was filled with shame and grief, but continued to hook up with him. Nigga burn you keep fucking him? Come on now. But anyway, Roc Nation is showing this lawyer, we could do the same thing to you, right? You really want to play with us, nigga? We playing with billions, nigga. The fuck is you up? What you think this is, nigga? Nigga, this is like Rothschild's money, nigga. The fuck is you going on with, nigga? This ain't no Diddy shit. This is the worst lawsuit that Tony Buzbee ever filed. I've never seen a nigga get violated like this. He should left Jay out of it. That's why I'm bobbing out. I'm like, yo, Jay, I got nothing more to say. Jay, I usually give you like five classics. I know you dropped 11 albums. All 11 are classics now. They're classics. You got it, gang. Leave me alone, bro. Okay. A woman says Buzbee invited her on trips to Panama and New York City where he owned a home. Holy shit. The woman says she has both medical and dental. How the hell did they get this woman to come out at this time, file a lawsuit at this time? She don't even mention when she fell out with him because she kept fucking him after and went on trips with him after. Why would she come out at this time, file a lawsuit at this time, and how did TMZ pick this up? Are you not hearing what the fuck I'm saying? Well, what I'm saying is, yo, chat, I guarantee you there won't be another chick filing no lawsuit against Jay-Z. I won't promise. But and it's not because of the plaintiff or the potential victim. It's because Jay-Z is doing the beats. He's giving this nigga, this lawyer, the beats that only an idiot lawyer would ever take another case going at Jay about some sexual shit. Jay's trying to ruin this nigga's entire business. Jay already got the proof that basically damn near that chick was kind of capping or she just making up shit about him. Told me she was 13. She went to some after party, to some VMAs. He already got that kind of absolve his name, but he not done with that. Remember them notes he was sending? He was like, yo, I'm going to teach you a lesson. This the fucking lesson, nigga. Her lawsuit's a criminal conspiracy to discredit and Buzbee says this. Her lawsuit is a criminal conspiracy to discredit and intimidate him from pursuing claims in a Diddy litigation. He calls the suit false, frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous, and will be dismissed along other suits. He says he has reported the lawyer who has filed the suit to relevant legal. He's talking about they're talking about Tony Buzbee. Wow. In short, if Jay-Z could this quickly and confidently go from the person being attacked to now attacking the lawyer who tried to attack him, and one of the best or the most successful, I should say, personal injury litigants or litigators actually in the United States, I'm sorry. I don't want no smoke with no Jay-Z. Jay, I'm sorry. I don't know what I said about you before. I still say you got a big lip, nigga. I'm sorry. You got a big lip. And I ain't gonna lie, niggas just say you got a little open toe. Nah, I'm gonna stop with that too. But I ain't gonna lie. I've been telling you, I like Jay slimy ways. I like the fact that he fucked people over, or he would, allegedly. Or at least in my estimation. You so many things I gotta say to avoid some shit? God damn. Alex Spiro, holla at me, nigga. We could be friends. Fuck that. I gotta get on y'all side because y'all got some powerful sorcery going on here. And I want parts. I want parts of this shit. See you Negroes at the fucking brunch. That's my statement. See you, by the way, here's the thing too. Jay is clearing out half of the lawsuits for Diddy. Because after he's done violating his lawyer, I don't care even if your case could hold water and meant something, we don't want to hear it because he's representing you. We good. We good, brother. We good. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it, bro. Jay hit the lawyer with he got a weird case. Why is he around? He's the lawyer. What you mean? Anyway, now, that's not it, chat. That is not it. Again, this was not an impulsive decision by me. I thought about it. Jay-Z put out a statement. These statements Jay-Z putting out just sound like a thug. Listen to this shit. Let's get this right. What the fuck? Let's get this right. Roc Nation ain't gonna get arrested because his client / alleged ex-lover is accusing him, he's talking about the lawyer, of assaulting her and giving her a STD and asking her to falsify documents in a suit. We suppose it's also Roc Nation's fault that your other ex-client are suing you for allegedly stealing their money. No and no. God is behind that sunlight you keep referencing. You know Tony Buzbee's phrase is, sunlight is the best disinfectant. This nigga Jay hit him with, Hove is behind that sunlight you keep referencing. We are not the source of every sunlight that you get, but Roc Sunshine is coming your way, Mr. 1-800. Shameful. Chat. Jay got it. Jay got it. I'm going to keep it a bean with you. That nigga is on some shit. Now, I know y'all might be like, Ack, we're not used to this, or you getting, I'm definitely not getting paid off and not like that. I'm always keeping it a bean. But I've just realized this Roc Nation fight is one I got to duck, okay? Roc Nation is up there with them people that wear them, that I don't talk about neither. I'm like, yeah, if I can't go at y'all and win, I'm going to just leave y'all alone, leave y'all just out the conversation. And I wouldn't go at them. And I'm going to put Jay-Z and Roc Nation in the same book because I've never seen this type of violation ever in life. Okay? Now, I want to continue on by expressing to y'all just the power of Roc Nation. Okay? This is the power of Roc Nation. I'm going to give y'all a few stories. And this will help you understand. This was just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. That's why I'm saying I'm apologizing to Jay. I'm apologizing to Jay's pet cat. I'm good. I don't want to smoke with nobody. Reason is I've seen Jay-Z and Roc Nation Exhibit 1. Let's just do this. Here we go. First of all, y'all ever heard this story, chat? Y'all probably didn't. But when Alex Spiro recently spoke and he said Jay-Z, what did he say again? He said Jay-Z wasn't friends with Diddy. A lot of blogs posted it. And people are like, who is this guy, this, that, and third? And some people were like, yo, that's Alex Spiro. Alex Spiro. He's Jay representative. He's even gone so far to even speaking out, and he's spoken on Jay's behalf. I've always told you, when you hear Alex Spiro, you're hearing Jay-Z and basically the Illuminati's legal team, okay? Let me further outline why Big Ack is going to just duck this fight. They're undefeated, and I want to stay undefeated. We'll just fight different people. Okay? I'll stick to the stupid niggas like Meek Mill. The niggas who I know I could get knocked out in 2 rounds. But them niggas over there, I want no smoke, okay? When they posted about Alex Spiro recently, there was a very interesting comment that popped up on the blogs in a comment section that was commenting about these stories. Here it is. Exhibit 1, people. I'm going to tell you the story behind this. Bobby Schmurda. Bobby Schmurda says that's Roc Nation's lawyer as well. He's talking about Alex Spiro. They got him on standby. Like some I don't even want to talk about. What do you mean you don't want to talk about it? It is disgusting. He says weird, but he means word to my mother, though. Just thought y'all should know. Enjoy your day. Free Tory. That's interesting. I'm actually really shocked. Why would Bobby say that? Remember at one point when Bobby got out, he was supposed to be on Roc Nation. Whatever happened to Bobby Schmurda's career? Why was Bobby Schmurda on Instagram? Why was Bobby Schmurda on Instagram after Epic didn't want to touch him anymore because he was working with Roc Nation. Remember they kept giving him them hats with the planes on it? Whatever happened to his career after that? He started gyrating his waist a little bit too much and just the hoochie daddy waving up. Whatever happened? Bobby Schmurda says major labels are blackballing them. Okay. There was a time he said he was getting shadow banned on Instagram. He accused it. Look.
I know chicks.
Nah, that's the labels. No, look, that's the labels. They fast, but it's for. Now look. Even if you put it's look.
Bobby was showing that he's damn near shadow banned on Instagram. He's getting blackballed in the music industry, shadow banned on Instagram. Then remember this comment. Well, here's an interesting situation. Remember when Bobby was charged with that, it's basically a RICO on the state level. The conspiracy act that they charged GS9 with. You see this face is familiar, right? It's Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro. Bobby Schmurda. Bobby Schmurda would eventually get propositioned to be on Roc Nation after he got out. But when he first got charged, he was being represented by Alex Spiro. Well, if that's the case, why would Bobby say this? He says that's Roc Nation's lawyer as well. Why would he say that while commenting about something supposedly about Tory? That's Roc Nation's lawyer as well. He was your lawyer too at one point. That's odd, right, Chad? Well, I'll give you one better. Y'all want a throwback? I have a memory of an elephant. You want a throwback? Let's do a throwback.
Thanks for checking up. Check it out now. Whoever be telling y'all that jail's a glamorous place, okay, that prison because they did a bid is somehow cool, y'all could miss me with that shit. Okay, listen, I ain't got no time for no jail. I ain't got no time for no crime. I ain't got no time to serve no years for no niggas. And I ain't got no time to be doing no crimes with no niggas because I know niggas will be snitching on me. Matter of fact, I'll do the snitching. Fuck that. Okay, that's why I say do your crime by your goddamn self, okay? I ain't going down for another motherfucking nigga, okay? But check this out. Now, Bobby Schmurda, he got sentenced today. And if you guys don't know, basically he accepted a plea previously that ended his trial where he was going to do 7 years. Okay, now everything seemed fine. He even did an interview afterwards where he spoke and he even commented on the 7-year sentence that he took. And he said this, he said, I did it for Rowdy. They offered me 5 and offered Rowdy 12. They say the only way they'd give him 7 is if I took 7. So you know I had to take 1 for the dogs. All right? Now we all kind of gave him credit and said, yo, that's a real nigga. You held it down for the fam, for the team, for gang. Now, it's obvious that Bobby Schmurda had a change of mind in court today because after it was in court today when the actual sentence was going to be handed down and basically they were going to accept the plea, basically, he addressed the court directly, okay?
Remember these words.
He said this to the judge. He said, Judge, I was forced to take the sentence. I don't want this shit. I don't want this sentence at all. He said that I want to drop my plea.
Schmurda told the judge as flustered lawyer Alex Spiro stood alongside him. I'll make this shorter for y'all. Bobby Schmurda stood in court and blamed Alex Spiro for basically, and again, this is alleged, this is word through the grapevine. Alex Spiro told him, listen, you're going to jail, nigga. You got to take this plea or nothing else. There's some other things, but there's too much allegations. I don't even want to mention that. The story goes on longer, if you remember, is that he fires Alex Spiro. It says, so the rapper, the rapper addressed his lawyer. He's talking to Alex Spiro directly. He says, I want to drop my plea and fire you. Why are you telling me to waive my rights? I'm not waiving my rights. Now, again, as I said, I apologize to Jay-Z and Alex Spiro, them niggas. This is not to cast any aspersion on Alex Spiro. He's a phenomenal attorney. From what I heard, this is word through the grapevine, the politics that be let Bobby know that based on his favor among, this was the only way to go forward. And I don't know if he preliminarily agreed, but then he disagreed. And he wasn't with it. What subsequently happened is that Bobby Schmurda ended his bid for his freedom, or his case, actually, with another lawyer, one known as Kenneth Montgomery. He then came out. I hope y'all have seen between the lines. I have a theory, but I'm also being careful because I think Roc Nation, they're heavy lawsuit ready right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like they're on super bully mode, and that's why I don't want no smoke with them. Bobby Schmurda fires Roc Nation's lawyer. I don't know if he was that heavy with Roc Nation at the time. Fires Roc Nation lawyer, basically damn near almost in court. When Bobby gets out later, Roc Nation somehow, because they've allegedly been funding him, they expect for him to get out of his deal with Epic and sign to them. Shit goes left. Because of that, Bobby's career seemingly gets sacrificed. And I know, obviously for the regular consumer, you're like, nah, nigga, it's because he came out like dancing and shaking his hips. That's not how the music industry works, okay? If they say you're it, you're it. But I would like to hear Bobby speak on this a little bit more. These comments didn't come out of nowhere. When you say that's Roc Nation's lawyer, that's the lawyer you fired in court. Then you tried, or you were supposed to sign to that lawyer's represented label, which is Roc Nation, that you end up not signing to, and Epic and them had a weird situation, and then your career stalled out, got blackballed, and we don't know what happened to Bobby Schmurda. Now, what I'm outlining to y'all people, this is Exhibit 1. This is why you don't fuck with Roc Nation. And this is exactly why I'm bowing out. Okay? I'm seeing shit I never think I would see in a million years. A lawyer filed a lawsuit against them, and the lawyer's not looking like the fucking creep. You got it. You're washing even the best lawyers in the country? You got it. But washing Bobby Schmurda, that's respect to Bobby, but that's easy. Like, I washed Meek like it was nothing, right? But that was Exhibit 1. Really, I got Exhibit 1 and 2, but I want to jump ahead because 2 would be the recent shit with Tony Buzbee, but doesn't quite end there. Okay? I'm pretty sure you've seen this.
You signed with Roc Nation. Mm-hmm. What made you sign? Because you could have signed with anybody. What made you sign with Roc Nation?
there's a woman named Desiree Perez, right? So she called me into the office. I had already made peace with Jay-Z.
Right.
He was already on the All the Way Up remix. And she sat me down. And so this is OG Juan's wife. She sat me down and said, yo, you know, I think you should be a Roc Nation artist and we should manage you, you know? And to them, you know, in this game of chess, Fat Joe was a real big piece to grab on they team.
board. Huh?
So she said, I know you doing a deal right now. And the deal was for $1 million. I thought I negotiated a great deal. I was negotiating a deal with somebody. Let's just say $1 million for this glass of water. She said, what if I told you I call that guy right now and they give you $3.5 million for that same deal you negotiated for $1 million? I said, let me see. She dialed the number, called the dude, said, yo, you doing a deal with Fat Joe? Yeah, you know this. She was like, yeah, it's for $1 million, right? Yeah, it's $3.5 million now. We manage him. He said, sure, I'll send the check tomorrow, Des. Hung up the phone. Wow. That was it for me.
He's like, okay, yeah.
Oh, no, that's it. That's it for me. Nigga, I come from nothing. When I see that type of power, I was like, oh, no, I need that. Like,
when I see that type of power, I said, no, I need that. Fat Joey, I agree. I need it too. Okay. That's why I'm officially waving a white flag. Interesting. Now, this might be a little bit more anecdotal. Because I got into an argument with a few individuals. This is, you know, we covered really extensively the Meg and Tory case. And we're covering it. And yeah, we might, you know, fuck with Tory and, you know, we kind of give him the benefit of the doubt here. But like, for everything we're kind of going with, we're like, all right, bet. This guy he's we think he can do it. The case is going on. We're covering it here on stream. Meg shows up. She testifies. But she was there for 1 day, I believe. Not 2 days, 1 day. Then a few people, these are behind the scenes people, they hit me and they say, Roc Nation is still in court. I said, what do you mean? Like Meg's done testifying. I said, nah, man. Reportedly, allegedly, I said Desiree Perez was staying there at all the hearings. Prosecutors were briefing her. And I'm like, whoa. The prosecutor is briefing music is a job, technically, right? Prosecutors is briefing the victim's boss about the entire case. They said, even worse. They letting shorties sit down and witness all this shit when they're debriefing witnesses. I said, ain't no fucking way. Now, at that point, I knew Tory was cooked. I was like, all right, nigga, you better go take them 10 years in peace, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I like Tory, but shit. You know what I mean? However, Tory got to record them songs in jail, man. He better get used to that process, man, because Roc Nation is undefeated. But it is what it is. So again, I'm just showing a few instances where I've just now realized Roc Nation's the Army, or better yet, the motherfucking Navy, okay? That's just what it is. You don't want to fuck with them. And after how I've seen they've handled this case and spun the aim of the media back at the lawyer while Diddy is sitting in jail. Now, granted, obviously Diddy has a little bit more shit going on, and there was a key person in that, which is Cassie. I gotta say, I want no smoke with Roc Nation, and I gotta say, man, the power that they got. Listen, man. Alex Spiro, holla at me. Jay, it ain't been personal at all, gang. See you niggas at the next brunch, okay? I'm good. All right? I'm good. Oh, boy. Anyway. All right. There was a bunch of other filings that we should probably look at. And just give me 1 second. All right. So there's a bunch of other filings that we should look at. Yo, Roc Nation is, again, Alex Spiro mostly. He's going ridiculously, crazy on this whole thing. And you got to just say, he's on some Brian Steele shit, right? If you guys haven't seen, he filed like 4 documents from yesterday till today, basically asking for an emergency hearing to discuss the fact that the NBC news article came out where the accuser damn near admits, or at least gave a statement to NBC afterwards when she did an interview, that she may have been incorrect. Also, they point out a bunch of things. They point out a bunch of things that's just incorrect in what she was saying, right? Like, for example, there's okay, can I find it or not? Hold on, chat. Okay, is it this? For example, it says plaintiffs' unsupported allegations crumble under scrutiny, as the evidence and lack thereof reveals glaring inconsistencies and outright impossibilities in her story. Her account describes a jumbotron at the scene of the Video Music Awards, but according to NYPD sources and MTV producers, no jumbotron existed. MTV applied for a permit to install one, but was denied. She references a house that was supposedly would fit the description of the location that the alleged assault happened, but there's no house that actually existed. Nobody's able to pinpoint that house. And the plaintiff's allegations even becomes more dubious when considering the nightclub evidence. Photos from the night in question show Diddy, Miss Jennifer Lopez at both Lotus and Twirl, which are clubs in New York City. NBC reported that the photos separately show that Mr. Carter was at Lotus following the VMAs. Taken together, the factual inconsistencies, timeline impossibilities, and the lack of corroborating evidence make the plaintiff's allegation in the first amended complaint wholly unreliable. Not only do these extraordinary inconsistencies undermine the plaintiff's case, they highlight severe misconduct by her counsel, Anthony Buzbee and the Buzbee law firm. Unable to escape the foundational cracks in the plaintiff's story laid bare by the NBC interview, Buzbee was forced to backpedal, repudiating the very allegations he signed his name to. In an attempt to deflect from his own failures, he foisted blame at another law firm, claiming the case was vetted before it was sent to his firm. And so concerned is Buzbee that he's now having his client sit for a polygraph. The takeaway is obvious. Buzbee failed to undertake a reasonable inquiry into the facts before filing the complaint, and then amending it to assert a claim against Mr. Carter, despite an affirmative duty to do so under Rule 11. Anytime you hear the word or the phrase Rule 11 mentioned, that is a sanction. That's a term that usually refers to a rule that has sanctioning possibilities, which means no attorney should be filing frivolous lawsuits that takes advantage of the court system with the aim to harass, bog down the court system, or do any underhanded technique of trying to slander someone if there is no basis in truth for the allegations that you're making. The penalties that could come from a Rule 11 violation, from a sanction of that, could be up to the point of disbarment, but usually is in the range of monetary sanctions, which means, hey, listen, you've wasted the court's time, you've wasted the plaintiff's time, or not plaintiff, the defendant's time, and you've wasted their resources that they had to pay their lawyer. Pay everybody back. So essentially, they're down to say, Tony Buzbee, probably owe Jay some bread. That sanction would open up a whole can of worms, because Jay has a reasonable argument to say the very allegation or the lawsuit becoming public probably has cost him hundreds of millions. We talked about he's trying to get casinos. That's $1 billion industry. If he loses out on that bid because of this, essentially this cost him billions of dollars. At that point, the financial harm, if Rule 11 did, if it was reviewed in the Rule 11, what was agreed upon by a judge saying, hey, this was a frivolous lawsuit that was filed in a malicious way to try to do all the things I said, the penalty could be billions of dollars that you may have cost Jay-Z. Okay? Let's continue. Buzbee has declined to seek admission to this court, apparently seeking to circumvent this court's authority to enforce Rule 11. Buzbee's rule breaking also extends beyond this action. He has a long history of abusing this legal process and shirking ethical responsibilities. In a case in California Superior Court, for instance, he was admonished by the judge for violating pretrial rulings, and a federal court in Texas rejected a fee arrangement orchestrated by Buzbee and his firm because it violated public policy. The fundamental inconsistencies in the plaintiff's case revealed in the NBC interview, coupled with the Buzbee chronic inability to follow the rules, in this case and others, creates a substantial risk that Buzbee will destroy evidence damaging to plaintiff's case, including evidence of his own misconduct, impairing the integrity of the judicial process. An order immediately mandating the preservation of all evidence relevant to this case is necessary to ensure that Mr. Carter has a full and fair opportunity to present his defense against plaintiff's fictitious claims that Buzbee is not admitted to this court, this and third. Okay. Wow. Chad. As I said, I got to give kudos to Alex Spiro. I got to give kudos to Jay-Z. I've never seen somebody initially being put on the defense play this much offensive ball. And he's violating this lawyer. I'm sorry. Okay? I know people are going to be like, oh, there was a previous message put out before via the Roc Nation Twitter. There was a typo. That's why they put it out again. Okay? But again, I'm just going to keep it a being with you. At this point, Roc Nation, goddamn the Illuminati. I don't want no parts. I'm good. I don't want no beef with them. I'm good. Spare me. I'm good. Okay? Just got to be honest with y'all. Okay. Let's move on quickly. So my favorite. Let me stop trying to box with the motherfucking Illuminati damn near, because I'm going to be honest with you. The power I'm seeing Jay-Z exhibit, I don't see no Negro around this bitch with that type of power. And I mean none. Jay-Z, the power that Jay-Z has is like white Jewish billionaire type of shit. So I'm just going to back up. Now, let's move on to somebody who we know. Big Act got a lot of energy. And also, I think I could take him. Lil Baby. Okay? Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I want to be clear out front. Okay? I want to be clear out front. I'm very honest. I had conversations this week. Shout out to PP's my mans. And P's a very reasonable guy, and I talk to people. Talk to him from time to time. I talk to people. I never really ever try to bring some of these conversations on here. And most of the conversation I had with him, I won't bring on here, but I'll tell you this. I'll give you this piece of conversation. It's a musical conversation. It's an act. Listen, we know you got a powerful voice. We know you're important. But please, if you can, and P's my mans. Everybody know I've been a big supporter of QC. All the way back to, you know, whether we talking about Migos, OG Maco, we're talking about Jose Guapo, his stint there. Rich the Kid, obviously. Lil Yachty, obviously. Even Lil Baby. They said, Act, could you at least wait till you hear all the music? And I'm going to be honest, I agree. So I do want to let y'all know. For anybody who's thinking, again, I'm trying my best. I'm not operating out of a place of hate. I love and respect P. And I'm telling y'all this, I'm giving Lil Baby the grace to impress me with music. I've told you, like, it's not personal anything with me and him anymore. I got mine's off already, right? Like, you know, he dissed me. I got mine's off. I'm good. But I also don't want y'all to think, you know, I get it. So I told him, and I'll tell y'all, I'm going to reserve my judgment until his album drops. Okay? So musically, I'm going to reserve my judgment. I'm not trying to influence none of y'all. So when y'all listen to shit, I'm going to just chill. I'm going to just listen. I'm going to give my opinion, definitely. But I'm going to wait till all the music drops. Anyway, definitely could give y'all my opinion on an interview. He did 2 interviews. He did one with Lil Yachty and one with Charlemagne, the God. And his interview with Yachty kind of touched on a bunch of stuff. You know, obviously him and Yachty, they're both in QC, and they, you know, they talk a lot. And somebody said, what? See, look, y'all fucking with that say twin. Y'all say say twin, say twin. Hey, listen, my man P. Hold on, listen, I'm being mad transparent here. My man P said, Act, I know you're a nigga that is not like, I get it between you and Baby. Like, Baby said something, I get all that. But I also know you're a fair nigga. And that's why I fuck with P. He says, I know you're a fair nigga. And I know when you hear the music, and they're telling me, or at least P, he's telling me this shit's gonna be fire. And I'm like, fire. Okay. Now you got me tuned in. And I said this. I'm going to give my 100% real opinion. But I'm not going to taint the process before it drops. I'm going to lay off a little bit. Wait till the music drops, then I'm going to give my opinion. And I said this. If Lil Baby drops the heat that you're saying or I'm expecting, I'm going to show you how it's not personal. I'm going to be his biggest fucking supporter. I guarantee I'm going to shout it from here all the way to the mountaintops because it's not that serious between me and the nigga. I'm going to let everybody know if this shit is popping, I'm going to let everybody know in the world. This shit is lit. If it's not, let's not talk about that right now. Okay? So I'm just going to go with I'm hoping and praying January 3rd. This is it. Okay? Let's go with that. Anyway, so Baby did an interview with Yachty, and he talked about a bunch of stuff. He did an interview with Charlemagne as well. Let's run through this interview real quick. We're not going through the whole thing. Let's just kind of like hit a couple things. Here we go, chat. I'm going to do 1.25 speed. Him and Yachty, if you don't, obviously you should know him and Yachty. They're both on QC. They both have a relationship, a friendship, you know. Yeah, so let's get to some important shit.
Me to get there, I know what I went through to get there.
Here we go.
You know, but looking back on where you come from, like it's not like casual. It's not like a thing. So that's what I mean when I say, like, do you think
chat, that's fair though, right? And chat, these are conversations that happen. You know, And this is why I love Pete, and I guess I'm saying a little bit more. I probably shouldn't even say it, but I do want to be very honest with y'all, right? I told you, really, I thought where it went wrong with me and Baby, it was just that it'll always end bad, and I tell every rapper like this. I know because y'all get all this money and fame, and everybody's chanting your name, and you perform at these sold-out shows, you get like an ego, and you start talking to people a certain way. I told y'all, my issue with Baby first started, I was one of the biggest fans of him. And then I guess he saw something online, and then he DM'd me, and all he was calling me was little boy. And I was like, yo, I'm older than this guy. What this guy talk? Like, he was talking to me like I was like just like some peon. And I was like, all right. Okay. You must have not got the memo. And then, obviously, then I get the diss on the album. And then, obviously, I turn it all the way up. A lot of this shit is about respect. And I think I'm a fair person. Honestly. My issue with Meek is the same thing. Meek had an issue. He thought that I was picking sides during the Drake thing. Drake's always been my favorite rapper. I always know that. It's never, right? But even then, like, you know, I had nothing against Meek. Meek's from Philly. I listened to a lot of Meek Mill's music. Matter of fact, I never talked to Drake at that time. Meek and his people were sending me shit. They were telling me, yo, we got the whatever thing. So, again, but Drake's still my favorite. They asked me on the phone, yo, Drake's my favorite. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all niggas. Where it went left with them is that Meek and how he deals with media, or from what I've heard now from Atlantic, he talks to everybody like they're dirt under his shoe. So when he tried to do that with me, putting me in a group chat with 50 of his Dream Chasers members, just talking down to me on, yo, nigga, you got to do this, so nigga, you better not, like, I waited 10 years to watch that nigga. Nigga, I had that nigga fall, nigga, I would wake up every morning, and the first thing I would just check his Meek Mill stats to see when he was going to fall off. I couldn't wait for this day. But that's how it's karma. I know some people going to be like, hey, if you call it ego, call it what it is. But it is karma. You got to treat people well. And a lot of artists don't understand how necessary the media is. Because here's the thing. You know why Lil Baby's doing an interview? It's because you know what the narrative is. You're not a pleasant person. If you were a pleasant person that maybe communicated well, lines wouldn't have been crossed, communication would have been had. If there were any missteps or miscommunications, or maybe a picture that looked like you were doing a reverse Oreo hug, or, you know what I mean, it was looking like Django rechained, I get it. It probably would have been like, oh, no. There's actually, but it didn't. So this is why you're doing these interviews, answering those same questions just years later. So I like to give y'all that honest truth, because that's kind of what it is, right? And there's mad artists. I tell y'all about the artists. Most times when artists talk to me, we start off on a bad foot. Me and Drake started off arguing, very first time. I threatened to never post his music again. And yes, I was down for that. I'm like, nigga, I don't care. I can't remember what year X was still alive. I was like, nigga, I'm good. I don't got to post your music ever again, even if you're my favorite. Like, I've just always took the stance I will never let a rapper deal with me on my platform like I'm dirt beneath their feet. Never. Me and Cardi B, we started off beefing. Me and Cardi are mad cool. Me and Drake were mad cool. Okay? These are people who they understood and they realized respect. People like 6ix9ine, 21 Savage, and others, relationships with them developed because they always approached with respect. And the respect is just saying, hey, listen, I understand what you do. I understand media. I understand you have a job. A lot of these guys, Meek Mill especially, they feel like they're like King Kong. Nah, fuck that, man. Nah, fuck that, nigga. The humbling is always much stronger. So, again, you know, for me to explain, I'm hoping I'm explaining that. And by the way, that's another reason. I told P that on the phone. I said, P, the reason why I've always fucked with you And by the way, Yachty's like that too. When I talk to Yachty, Yachty has been upset at me at things. And when me and Yachty get on the phone, reasonable, understanding, he respects what I am, what I represent, and I respect what he is and what he represents. When two men respect each other, or at least respect that the conversation they're gonna have, you get much further. I always told you, it makes no sense to communicate with someone who just don't respect you. That's why me and Meek never fixed anything. You know what I mean? And we obviously tried thanks to 21 Savage, but, obviously that went left again. So I just give you that context because I don't want people to just be like, yo, this guy's just hating. This guy's just hating. And also, here's the thing. I got my shit off with, the reason why I went in that long on Baby, honestly, you dissed me on an album that's going to go double platinum. So I got to give you double platinum worth of airtime now. You know what double platinum worth of airtime is? You get a year. You get a year constantly of jokes. And let me tell you this, ain't nobody funnier than me when it comes to roasting niggas. You don't want to be on these rants. Because, I don't know if you, listen, let me tell you this. When I get off stream and I'm cooking, when I wake up in the morning, I watch myself for 2 hours. And I laugh at myself. And I'm like, this nigga's funny. That's how much, and I refine and tweak my jokes and come up with new ones and cook your ass again. It's like daily. It's like a daily roast. Anyway. So that's that. So Lil Baby's doing a rollout. And we want to be clear. He's doing a rollout, dropping January 3rd. I'm gonna be open and I want to be fair. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think Meek is probably the artist is just the most personal with because he threatened to come to my doorstep. So like if I heard a Meek song that sounded good, it's hard for me to even really be a fan of it because like I don't like him. And that's honest. Like, I'm being honest with you. You wouldn't like somebody who told you they're going to come to your door, piss on your doorstep, and slap you. Like, would you? Well, I don't, okay? But me and Baby, we're not at that point. You know what I mean? He said something. I've got my little jokes about him or whatever. But I want, I do enjoy his music, and historically, I've always enjoyed it. And I want him to prove me wrong. And I think that's what fans might not understand. I want him to prove me wrong. I really do. I really want him to prove me wrong. I told you, Glorilla proved me wrong. And I wasn't fucking with Glorilla because she was talking a little spicy. She was like, yo, you got a bitch I can fight? I'm like, what the hell? But then she started dropping these hit songs. She proved me wrong. I can't say nothing. You don't see me hate on Glorilla. I'm telling you that shit's fire. So I want him to prove me wrong. With that in mind, and because of the respect I have for P, I'm gonna go into January 3rd, and I want to have a very open and clear mind. I'm gonna forget all the songs we heard before. I'm going into it hoping and expecting the best. And if it's as good as I've been told it is, you're gonna hear me say great things about it. And the reason I'm explaining this to y'all, because I don't want y'all to say I'm fake. I want y'all to say I'm fake. Paid off, none of that. Because if it is, I'm telling you, I used to be one of the biggest supporters of this guy. So if I do start supporting him, I don't want y'all to be like, yo, this nigga's fake as fuck. But if I don't like it, or if it's just weak, I hope we don't find out that point. Okay? I'm hoping. Because I'm hoping not. I'm hoping the latter don't happen. Like, I'm here rooting for Baby. So, with that in mind, let's get into this interview a little bit. This is Lil Baby. Uncut, I guess.
I think maybe you just like something switched on you, or you think it was always in you, or like do you think
okay, let's move on a little bit.
Emotionally attached. So back from Harvard, and let's talk about fatherhood.
Well, you too. You know what I'm saying? They got these phones. They got peer pressure. I know how to. And I ain't gonna say mistakes.
Not
mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say same moves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kids was when the sun rap, like you're a whole rapper, and like this is the rapper lifestyle.
But have you honestly 100% converted your brain to that?
Not 100.
Hold on. We're gonna get to it.
In your head without even trying to think like I don't know how long this gonna last, or I already think like this got a time limit on it, so I can't tell you. It's no way you can.
There's nothing in me that want to be vulnerable or just open up. Like they ain't
said that you were trying to be.
As far as like letting them in on my life,
right?
You know, like seeing more and shit. Yeah. But just as far as me just opening up to somebody,
no thanks.
I don't see it.
Fair enough.
I do it every now and then. I find a girl who like cool. I ain't gonna open all the way up, but I feel like I could talk. You know what I'm saying? I can talk a little bit more, and sometimes that do help me out, but it's still always this thing about it and expect them to understand.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to the good parts. Again, you guys can watch it. It's Yachty's A Safe Place podcast, powered by Full Send, I believe.
Like, that was like a different time
I
period.
think it's extinct now. That kind of,
you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
Like, it's different for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? We got the internet main one.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason why it's different.
Accessibility.
Too much accessibility.
And we're superstars, you know, so it makes it.
Superstar, you got accessibility, and you got people who like, you got like so much negativity and devilish shit in the world. Like, even back then, my uncle them, they got 8 families. They don't even know about each other.
Right.
Now you can't have 2 girlfriends.
No, because everything is socially connected.
Everything's socially connected. It's easy to get in contact with Yachty or make Yachty see something that he don't want to see or don't need to see or somehow trying to hide.
Anything.
Press of a button, it could get there.
And people want you to see now.
You know what I'm saying?
People, because people aren't, even the people close aren't exactly in our position, so they like that extra clicks or those extra likes or this blog posting something about them connecting towards us because it's bringing them more followers or whatever the case may be.
Definitely.
You know, so really it ain't even got to be on you. It could be someone completely, totally different. That's why I'll be telling people, man, it's so important to know who you having a kid with, man, because.
Okay, this is someone
you know
kids.
that.
Okay. All right, let's get where's the music?
I don't be talking a lot too, cause like I feel like I understand shit on a different level, on no funny weird shit. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So now they start talking about some other stuff. Great. This is what we wanted.
You know what I'm saying? It's just it is what it is.
You know, what do you think of the James Harden memes?
Like what? Like I don't play certain type games.
Yeah.
So even when I see certain shit, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I just say it.
See the comedy.
Push up on me with it. You know what I'm saying? See how that go. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't really get into it. Like
Yeah.
what I'm arguing and say. You feel me? Some days I get on my bullshit. I'm gonna start commenting on nigga shit. I'm gonna just start going. But I don't really got too much time to put into that.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? Like even the whole Mike Rubin thing.
I was just gonna say.
Like
I was just about to say.
Bruh, I don't play with niggas. Period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like on no funny weird shit. You feel me? I'm dapping Kuzman up, and Mike's happy to see me. He run up on me.
Right.
I got 10 other pictures. We down there. We start down there. Bam! I'm telling his ass, Mike, I slam your ass on your neck. I break your neck. But we play like that. They white, so they don't really understand how I understand. Like even when the picture came out before it went viral, I told them like, Mike, I can't have pictures like that.
Right.
Even though me and you playing, bro, it's 100 people at the party. We in the middle of 100 people. There's nothing weird we could be doing in a party.
Right.
With all these people watching us.
Right.
But I know how small people's brains is, and then I already be knowing how much of people want to say something bad to me, bro. I literally, when that picture came out, I literally made Mike Rubin go to his security camera at his house, go to the footage and get the whole time. I just never, I ain't even gonna post that shit on the internet.
Right.
I'm just like, that shit.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I ain't even trying to make it into this and making it into that. Like, man, just keep on going, because that's kind of like how I be doing with shit. But some shit, like all that type shit, like that really bothered me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like how you saying, like how I grew up, like
Right.
some shit.
Chat, let me ask y'all a question. This is honestly and truly. Chat. Let me honestly and truly, y'all tell me. Cause I don't know. I've talked to a lot of industry insiders. I've talked to even people, you know, again, in this conglomerate. Do y'all think all this shit is just coming from me? Be honest. Just be very honest, chat. Be very honest. Do y'all think it's really, because like, I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to a lot of people, they're like, nah, act, man. It's you, man. You with these jokes. You, and I'm like, me? I'm like, that's what everybody's saying. Chat, is it me? Nah, I don't think it's just me. I'm gonna be honest. Is it just me, chat? Chat, no way. Y'all had these jokes before. Chat. No. Chat. This is why I'm like, y'all not being honest. I might have a loud voice. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying I don't. But y'all are saying that. Okay, let's say the Mike Rubin picture. Do you think that I'm the one who's like pushing the narrative that looks odd? Or like everybody kind of like looked at it and be like, yo, bro. Because I feel like I'm saying what y'all are saying. I don't feel like I'm like. And also, here's the thing. I don't think, like, for example, I said this comment about Lil Wayne, right? And I was making an analogy. I still think the analogy is kind of valid. Like, I feel like y'all are disrespecting Allen Iverson because I compared Wayne's legacy to, like, Allen Iverson. People are like, yo, he's like this. And I'm like, damn, well, Allen Iverson is one of my favorite. Like, I hope y'all not disrespecting Allen Iverson, but a lot of people disagree with it. Now, here's the thing. I don't think I could make people just agree with what I think if they don't think that. I think usually even when y'all watch me, y'all like to hear, obviously sometimes new ideas and opinions or a different take on things, but also y'all like to hear things that, you know, is just not being said, but you think, right? So like, for example, the Wayne thing, if y'all don't believe that, that won't be adopted. So anything I've said about Baby, if nobody believed it or thought it, I can't plant that thought in people's minds. And I hope no one's saying, you're acting stupid or dumb, because I hate when people do that. I'm not trying to do that. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, I definitely pointed these things out. 100%. I definitely did. But I don't think that if it wasn't for me, nobody would have looked at those things and said, yo, that looks a little odd. Right?
Shit just can't be on your name, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, some shit is so dumb.
Okay, maybe the jokes got a little bit... Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. Reverse Oreo. Like, the reverse double stuffed Oreo, that's an amazing joke. But that's a joke. I was watching a video myself today. I forgot I even said that joke. I said it in the moment. I was like, yo, this looked like Django Rechained. I'm like, that's kind of funny. But I don't think that's what did it. Anyway, he's explaining it, right? And he says it bothers him. Now, obviously, I think it's natural. I think it's natural that it would bother just anyone who is, you know, kind of self-aware that people are talking about him, you know, maybe in a manner that, you know, took something out of context. And do I believe Lil Baby when he says, yo, that's not true? I actually do. Yeah, I actually do believe that's exactly what he said. I could go back to it. I believe that's exactly what happened. But here's the problem. What Baby's not understanding is that the reason why people will believe the joke is because they're seeing a pattern of behavior that there isn't an explanation for. Why are you with this dude doing, and again, I don't want to make this negative because I want to like just keep dumbpiling on him, you know, but it's the context. Like, you know what I mean? They always say every joke got a little bit of truth to it. Right? Like, nobody thought that picture was, like, right before they fucked, right? Like, nobody thought that, right? But I think people looked at that and be like, yeah, this kind of sums up, yeah, this kind of relationship is weird. Like, we don't know what's going on here. So we're just going to laugh at this one picture, right?
To this and making it to that, like, man, just keep on going, because that's kind of like how I be doing with shit. But some shit, like all that type shit, like, that really bothered me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, how you saying, like, how I grew up, like, some shit just can't be on your name, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, some shit is so dumb, it's like I won't even get into. I can't even stoop that level,
Right.
to be on
I mean,
there.
also, I think a lot of people don't know you and Michael Rubin's relationship. Like, people know y'all have a relationship.
Yeah, they won't never know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would think
I
like,
mean, you care to talk about it for a
like,
second.
I think I've went down this road already. It's not about his relationship with Michael Rubin. Partly it is, obviously, right? Like, and that part where people are commenting on, it's just simply, why does it seem like this guy is putting you in like really compromising position, but it's never the other way around, right? How come there aren't pictures and videos leaking of you having your foot on the side of his neck and he's on the ground that would make him look crazy to his business partners? I'm sorry to say, I think when Mike Rubin goes in these board meetings, if there was some rapper some gangster rapper with chains on that had some fucking Jordans on the side of his neck while his face is on the concrete, I'm pretty sure when he goes in that board meeting, they'd be like, yo, bro, why are you with these rappers that are putting their foot on your neck? It looks bad. Like, what's going on here? Right? So it's not necessarily the relationship, even though partly it is, because why do every time we see this relationship being manifested, it's you being embarrassed? And also, there is also a race factor. How come these moments we're seeing with this person don't happen with you and your black friends? Now, that's another thing, too. We don't like when people code switch. There's a hint of fakeness about it. You're this like gangster rapper from Atlanta, but when you get around the white dude, you play white boy gay games, which we all know, with all due respect to my white dudes who watch me, y'all niggas be on some gay game shit. Come on now. White dude be try to slap your balls and run. You know what I mean? You fall asleep, they draw a dick on your face. Like, that's white boy shit. But it does look weird when you wouldn't accept that behavior from these people, but you accept behavior from that people. Then also, I guess contextually, this is what I keep saying. Music is a lot about image. Like these rappers want to separate it. Your music is basically saying you're this ultra cool, swagged out gangster from Atlanta, and we see you doing like tech geek, high school or college nerdy white boy stuff with a billionaire constantly. It breaks the mold and the facade. So fans are just saying what we think you are and what we're seeing don't match. You can't blame fans that much for that. That's just is what it is. If I seen Money Man hanging with a white crypto billionaire, I wouldn't say nothing. Money Man raps about crypto. He raps about financial literacy. If I saw him with the money man, all pun intended, of crypto, like what's that guy named Michael, whatever, the crypto guy, we wouldn't say nothing. We'd be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. To see the guy who's rapping about killing, shooting, violence, hanging out with this guy, and he's playing games that is normally associated with white college jocks that play these weird, almost homoerotic games with each other, yeah, we look at you as weird. Or we want an explanation, or we're just going to laugh at you. I think that's natural, right?
Y'all are very close.
Like, baby, you run with Mike, because whether they'll think like, oh, baby, Mike Rubin a billionaire. Like, babe, I don't give a fuck what nobody got. You know what I'm saying? Whether he had a billionaire, whether he was a millionaire, whether I had more than him.
But he has been a great influence.
A super great influence. And that's the part that people wouldn't see. And that's the part, like, that's the part people want to see. And that's the part, like, I probably wouldn't even be able to bring people up on that speed. And what I mean by that is, like, just like you, for instance, like, man, we got a great relationship. It ain't based on because, like, you Yachty the rapper or I'm Lil Baby the rapper. It's like what we personally then built. You know what I'm saying? And me and Mike Rubin, we had the best conversations ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he also, like, damn near fascinated with the way I live. And I'm fascinated with the way he lives. So we, like, meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to tell him, like, all the black moguls, and I ain't going to say all because Swiss Beats, he's the one. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
For sure. Like, he's one of the only, one of the few. So, like, I look for people like that. Like back when I was a kid, I always wanted to hang with the people who got more than me. I don't want to be hanging with the guys who I got to.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to be positive, Chad. This is how I've never seen Baby this expressive. What it told me was that alarm bell is ringing somewhere. I've never seen Baby this expressive in an interview. I think, for me, what that told me, there's a self-conscious mind somewhere telling him, brother, you gotta do this interview and do a little bit more than what you normally do.
I tell them all the time, that's already my role. So for order me to stay sharp, I gotta deal with other people who got more than me, who already done did shit, who already done been through stuff.
If you're the one pouring into everyone else, you become empty. You know?
Become empty. So I gotta get filled up from certain different places. You know what I'm saying? I always had
Pause. I just gotta say pause. Filled up, pause.
The guys from the streets to this day, like, that's how I still do.
How do you learn that as a kid? I just got around to those.
Okay. This is a Charlamagne interview as well, though.
I was doing it so wrong. My first tax bills were so high because I was on some hustling shit, like saving all my money. The more money I was saving, I owed the IRS more money. I didn't even know that you need to be spending this money. You need to be spending it the right way so you can save it on your taxes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know none of that.
Yeah, that was me at Inman.
And I went to school with niggas who sell dope, who mama smoke dope. You know what I'm saying? But in my head, I'm regular.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Saying like all the videos that always are of you out at a gas station or just somewhere alone with your hand in your pocket.
Like that. It don't even done to me like, hey baby, you're a celebrity, and because I never wanted to get into that because I didn't want to lose myself into that. Yeah. To the point where down there, they hurt me a little because it's like, nigga, you're a celebrity, like act like it.
You don't have the biggest love for security guards.
Nah, because why do I want somebody in my business all day?
Yeah.
These
Ain't
people,
what you
regular
gonna do for
people.
me.
These people gotta go home. These people talk to their wife. These people talk to, you never know how to see the weirdest shit. Security still, security recording you. It's just not even about security. I don't care to have extra people around me. Hence to why I never really have a super crazy creative or super crazy merch, just because I'm so like boxed in. I don't want nobody around me. Man, you know how big this is for me to let. Of course, you come to my houses, but these people in my house with cameras and I hate that. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like damn near I be putting on an act to be a rapper, like it was my job, versus like now I'm making it into my life.
Right.
Because at first I looked at it as a job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that's one of the differences with him and Gunna though. I think Gunna, the controversy around him getting out of jail forced Gunna to up his artistry. You see his baby talk about it. He says, you know, he talks about rap, but he says that's a job. Then he's like, now I'm making it my life. You know, I still think the next level for him is to almost use the art in the way, I don't want to compare it necessarily to Gunna or anybody else, but just move beyond just thinking of it like a rapper just showing up for a job. Like, this is your art. This is, like, everything is your art. The way you dress, this is part of your art. Your look, your image, it's your art. What you're giving off to the public, what you sing, what you say on an interview, what you do, what you post, that's your art. It all kind of goes into each other.
time to go to work, so I cut on my rapper mode. And when I'm off work, I cut it back off.
Right.
I'm trying to learn how to just stay into that.
Make it one.
Just make it one, like, hey, this is my life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I'm
It's tough because the life you really originate from is so different than being a rapper.
So different. But nowadays, I do that more than I do what I would have been doing in the street. So it's becoming a little bit more normal for me.
Yeah, I mean, and you're a lot more comfortable in.
Now they're going to take this shit to the next level. Like, stop. Or if I had signed a deal with you and I gave you this percent and now I didn't learn.
That entertainment business is, we're so.
And that's why I'm saying I'm only 40% of my crowd, because to this day, with all the success I've had and everything I had, I still don't know what a hi-hat is. I don't, today, it's going to be my latest shit, because that's what I'm like going through or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I hardly ever get in my car and play like my old albums and shit. I have to get in the car with somebody else and then they play it. I'm like, damn, I forgot about this. You know what I'm saying? I like really listen to it and like get into it then. But as far as like me, I can't really say like what I feel my best project was.
Okay.
Like statistically, I could say, you know what I'm saying, like number wise, but like just as far as me personal feelings, like I don't really feel like that. But I can say, cause like, okay, I could say my last album was my best piece of work because I wasn't in my best mind state.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even so, like now, even like the Wham album, I still ain't in the best mind state. I'm like, this is an album with me
Better.
breaking out of that mind state. You know what I'm saying? From the last time I put out an album,
Which was, I mean,
2 years ago.
It's a long time not being in the best mind state.
Exactly. So imagine being in the mind state for 2-3 years straight.
Right.
How you gonna rap about that? And then when I be going
Why you think he's in a bad mind state, Chad?
through shit, I go through real life shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the reason I'm going through the real life shit is because of rapping. So that's a major thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, rapping that opened the doors for this, the green way, but it also opened the doors for the red way. So it's like it's still mind-boggling when I go in there and rap, because it's like the same craft and the same hobby, and it turned serious. And now I gotta watch what I say. I gotta watch what I do, because I'm watching how society trying to do rappers. You know what I'm saying? I understand why they trying to do it, because some rappers get up for everybody. And it's like, damn, now I'm in this pool. So it's like harder for me to just go in there and rap how I used to rap. You know what I'm saying? This shit a whole different ballgame. This shit real. I seen him, I watch Young Thug try every day. I seen him, you really use stuff against him that don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there could scare you. And then I'm one of them guys who I'm like really hands-on, like, but that could be you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fonnie Willis got this nigga scared straight, man. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Didn't I tell you that Fonnie Willis got the whole Atlanta? He got them to fix up. She got them like writing a rhyme like, yeah, I'm gonna slide on your block and kill all the ops. Nah, hell no, I ain't saying that. I ain't trying to get a Rico. Fuck out of here.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like they could really come and cut my whole career, my whole life for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Something I really ain't did. Like shit I really.
This is why Young Boy the GOAT. Even when he on house arrest, he's still wildin'. This nigga Young Boy was on house arrest. This is when you know Young Boy's just a different monster. Did y'all see this? Then they go on house arrest, shoots a video in his barn with a casket. And look. Look. Wait, where's this shit at? Wait, why can't I find it? Oh, man, I can't find this shit. The nigga got guns in this shit. Look, the nigga on house arrest shooting videos with guns. Look, Young Boy ain't give a fuck. You know what's kind of crazy? You know I was talking to somebody about this. And again, this is not meant to be advice or nothing really that particular to Lil Baby, but I'll piggyback off of it. I was talking about music that connect with fans and what works with fans as opposed to maybe what's good for you. Like, I was arguing about Young Thug. I said, we don't want to hear Young Thug come sing about, like, the thing that will, and most of y'all going to say I'm lying, but I'm telling you this is what works, okay? Young Thug, if Young Thug dropped a song basically seemingly pushing the line of maybe violating his probation, that's what fans react to more. If he's still talking gangster, they react to that more. If he's shown that process didn't force him to change, when you change, fans say you got cloned. When you change your lyrics or change what you're rapping about, because which is reasonable, scared of getting locked back up or something else, they just call you a clone. Now, if Young Thug, put like this, if Young Thug come out with two songs, one song is a love song to, I don't know, Jerica or Mariah the Scientist, fans would be like, oh, okay, all right, that's cool. We miss Thug. If he dropped a song like Kill All Rats, that shit's going diamond. Okay? People, a lot of what's baked into rap is that fans are so in tune, they want to see rappers push the line. This is a lot of why they like drill music. Oh, you're pushing the line of something either happening or you're just pushing the line of confrontation. So, again, I'm not giving advice here when it comes to Baby, but if Baby's saying, yo, I don't want to rap about so-and-so or I don't want to do whatever because they might use it against me, your fans are going to notice that. And honestly, again, this is the catch-22 thing about it. The fans tend to reward the most incriminating, hottest like shit that is seemingly almost damn near self-snitching in nature. Just being honest with y'all. Okay? So watching Baby say this, I'm looking at him like, interesting. Because he's kind of almost admitting like, yo, Fonnie Willis doing all them investigations and all these rap crews in Atlanta, and she saw how it was used against Thug. She's like, yo, he's like, I don't want to get caught up in some shit. Well, now your music has changed. Now how you would normally say something has changed. And I think that's why Young Boy's remained hot. Because no matter, Young Boy had two federal cases, house arrest, they investigated for some other shit, and he still got guns in his video. He don't give a fuck. That's why people call him the most authentic. That's why people love him. That's why even though he's going to jail, when he gets out in like a year or so, hottest out. And again, I'm not advising. I'm not saying it's the best thing to do. I'm just showing you the dichotomy of how fans act. Now, if you listen to the woke Twitter, they're going to be like, no, that's lies. But if you listen to what people bump, they love the shit that's really just explicit and hot. You know what I'm saying? And when I mean hot, it's just kind of like almost damn incriminating. Okay? Let's go back.
Really don't got no part of that right there. Like, I even posted on my page, like, I've been going through like a dark stage for 2 years. But even then, like, people like, what the hell you mean like a dark stage? And like, from just converting over from who I was to who I'm becoming, that shit was a dark stage because shit was different and it was different fast. And then you got people calling you every day and you got comments on the internet and you're going to get a RICO. And I don't even think people know how serious that is.
Oh, I don't think they do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit ain't nothing to play with. That shit ain't nothing.
Right.
Like, that shit serious, especially when you the man of the family. Right. Like, you the only one, and then like you gotta face that. still be happy, still take care of the kids, still like, well, that shit'll really drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's harder for me to like, it was hard for me to like put on headphones. I had a real deal for a year straight, just break myself in rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't care if I gotta make a song today, gotta make 2-3 songs today, just to like break myself down there like hustling. If I f my money up, I gotta stay down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if I have my money up, but now I can't leave the trap. I gotta stay here till this shit get right. You know what I'm saying? So I had to goddamn force myself to put all my old ways into music now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a major transition for me. I don't even talk to the same people I used to talk to. I don't hang around the same people. That shit get up every day. I want to be able to talk to them people. I want to be able to move how I used to move, but it's like, it's something bigger now and I can't.
Would you say that?
That's interesting. Hearing him say that is kind of, it's a slightly sad. I see some of y'all saying, no, act, that's growth. I don't know. Maybe I look at shit differently, man. I think a lot of times fans don't want y'all to grow. And I'm talking about rappers. They don't want them to grow, or it's usually after they seen that rapper suffer that they're down to see that rapper, like, you know, have some growth. Right? And I mean in any type of way. Like, we watched Lil Wayne make drugged out music that had him getting seizures because he was really doing them drugs consistently, and when he was damn near his death, then we're like, oh no, well, now we're cool with you stopping. Okay. But usually, you know, I think we hear this all the time, that people are like, you know, kind of graduating in their thought. But hip hop really unless they do it in a tasteful way. Like I think 21 Savage is growing. Right? Like 21 still raps about, like, you know, a lot of shit that his fans want, but if you listen to the context of the music, there's still growth in it. I'm wondering if that could be done by Baby, because the only thing that's concerning here, it feels like he's saying he got pressured into changing who he hangs with and what he's rapping about. Fans ain't gonna like that. Like, I'll tell any rapper this. Let me tell you this. You gotta look at fans just like fiends, my nigga. Like, that's just what it is. Okay, fans ain't really worried for your well-being. They want you to provide again, you know, I've been one of the first to say that. I know they might clip this and and try to make it weird, but I love indictment music. I love the music that sounds really like it's actually happening. And if it probably sounds too real, chances are it probably is happening. But as soon as somebody gets locked up, you obviously don't want nobody to go through whatever. Again, maybe I'm losing a point here, but I don't know if fans are like going to be like super supportive of him damn near acknowledging and admitting, yo, check this out. Fonnie Willis start locking up a bunch of rappers, so I'm going to stop rapping how I used to rap to not go to jail. That's a smart decision, by the way. That's a smart decision. But because hip-hop, and even how hip-hop fans are, they usually gravitate to the artists pushing the lines, that when you literally almost admit to them that you're not going to push the lines, or that you're going to just be like, oh, y'all got it, and I'm just going to stop hanging with my crew and stop rapping like that, I don't know if they just get it. You get what I'm saying? If anything, hip-hop celebrates the artists that bucket the system, the young thugs, the young boys, I won't say Kodak Black. Kodak Black just looks like he just keeps bumping his head, right? But that's what usually happens. Anyway, let me keep playing.
I want to be able to talk to them people. I want to be able to move how I used to move, but it's like, it's something bigger now and I can't.
Would you say that? I'm trying not to make assumptions, but would you say that you are happy right now?
I'm the happiest I've been in a long time.
But obviously not content.
Yeah, no, not content. I ain't happy as I want to be, and I ain't happy as I know I can be.
Definitely happy slime home.
Definitely happy slime home, for sure. 1,000%. That's like a big portion of it. Like,
yeah. That was a joyous day when he was, you know, told him
put out your best work and shit. It's gonna be hard to do that.
Yeah.
Unless you're a nigga and you don't really give a damn. Put your best into it. I'm watching it every day. No,
exactly. And it was
in no time, you know,
exactly.
And that was a long ass process. And then, you know, I'm into it. I'm watching it every day. All that's on your brain and on your mind when you need to go and put out your best work and shit. It's gonna be hard to do that.
Yeah.
Unless you're a nigga and you don't really give a damn.
Right. What do you think your place is in rap? Because you always used to tell me.
Okay.
I'm sure I
What's the like? Hit hard, move silent. So if my slogan, my way of life, for one of the thug engineers who he ain't have no more. You feel? But
you share money too though.
Okay. I'm gonna just go to the clips because I don't want to skip around with no direction. There's not timestamps here. Then we'll get to the Charlemagne one. The Charlemagne one's a little bit more succinct, but it's direct to a lot of the points that we wanted to be addressed. Like for example, let me see. What did he talk about? This is what he said about Gunna. Oh no, actually, here we go. Oh, so he talked about the 4PF thing.
4PF to glass ceiling, and obviously this
glass window,
and it's obviously can't be with. Why? What's the difference? What is? I'm sure I don't know if you've ever spoken on that.
Right?
Change.
Can't be with. It's a way of life.
Right.
It's not a label. It's not a nothing. It's not a nothing. It's a way of life. You know what I'm saying? If you on your shit, like you can't. I mean, girls say they can't be with everybody. It's just that's just that way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And of course, 4 Pockets Full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all the shit that be going on and shit. And I had to start learning that like other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up.
Fonnie Willis really ran this nigga off the block. Fonnie Willis really ran him off the block. It's crazy.
It ain't even just about the police. It's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about because who I am. And even like now, the young guys, when I meet them and new artists who gonna start their own label, I'm telling them, hey, start your label with something that don't got nothing to do with nothing or nobody but your artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nobody ain't tell me that. I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't really understand it. So now I'm telling them like, hey, if you gonna start your label, don't call your label the same thing you call your crew or you and your homeboys who grew up together. Y'all don't do that. Cause the way they trying to set it up as a system, they gonna try to use it as a game. You know what I'm saying? And it's really to like target. And there's some people who do act as gangs.
Yo, Fonnie Willis changed Atlanta forever, nigga.
So I get it, but that ain't everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what's so ironic, but I got 4 Pockets Full from my roommate in jail. Right? I used to make him rap for me. Then one time he was like 4 Pockets Full. And I'm like, what the hell that come? I'm like, what that is? He like, yeah, it's just something I be saying, like 4 Pockets Full. But like, that's how I even became a rapper. Like, I've been running around 4 Pockets Full for real.
Yeah.
Like, I always had 20 bands on me, 5 racks in each pocket, like,
football player.
On a bad day.
Right.
So to me, that was just my way of life. Like, I love that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my slogan. Like, I always had slogans, like, cause it just give you a motivation. Like, from the beginning, I always been hit hard, move silent. You know what I'm saying? I got that from one of my big dogs. It's never like nobody else gonna say they hit hard, move silent. It's just what I do. Like, that's my way of life. Hit hard, move silent. So when 4PF came and things, like, that's my way of life. 4 Pockets Full. But when
Yo, I feel bad for Baby, man. This is why I say I'm gonna give him a break, bro. Yo, Baby explained himself on his interview like you ever explain yourself to your mama right before you get a whipping, man? And you explained yourself like dumb hard for like 5 minutes, and your mama just walk off and you think you good, so you go play the game and whatever, and then you go take a shower, and when you get out the shower, your mama with the belt right there. That's what it seems, bro. This nigga's like, he's just going. He's just like, he doing mad explaining like, yo, go ahead, brother. Like, I feel bad. Like, y'all are making me feel bad. Like I'm the one who caused this. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just chill. Like, nah, not that serious. So I want my nigga to win.
I tell my friends when I'm in jail, I'm like, bro, I'm going 4 Pocket Full chain when I get out. You know what I'm saying? They like, what is that? I'm like, that's how I'm coming. 4 Pocket.
Oh, they clip YouTube? No way. No way, did they? Oh, they took the other page down? The Academy? Why? All right, we're just going to play the Charlemagne one. Hopefully this one isn't, like, copywritten. Damn, stream suspended for policy violations. All right, let's just go to the Charlemagne one. It was a little bit more succinct. You know, I wanted to play the part where he was talking about, like, people calling him stupid.
You went from
Like, Lil Baby started saying some shit. That nigga said, nigga, I was valedictorian. Nigga, I read mad books. I read every day. I don't know why they say I'm dumb. I could spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I was a grade A scholar. And I'm like, but I'm gonna chill. I gotta chill, chat. I just want to chill. Like, I want to give my boy an opportunity to really, you know what I mean?
you know,
I want to give him an opportunity, bro. Hold on. We still not back on YouTube? Damn, this shit's still spinning? Hold on, give me one second. Let me see what the fuck going on over there. Anyway. I don't know why I just Googled it. Lil Baby stupid. And this is the first clip that popped up. Here we go.
that can be drawn out. Like, let's just jump into like the narrative that people think you are. You probably can't say that word, but dumb. You know what I'm saying? And that's
slow. Just say slow. Like people think I'm slow.
Yeah. People think you slow.
I kind of like that narrative though, because if you think I'm slow, then you're gonna come to me like that. So then you showing me how to beat you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna keep playing slow with you.
Mm-hmm.
So then you ain't gonna tell a smart person the same thing you'll tell a slower person or somebody who you think slow.
Right.
Like, I've been a straight A student my whole life.
Yeah.
I skipped a grade. I could have skipped 2 grades. My mama didn't want me and my sister in the same grade. Like, I read all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you ain't gonna see me post a book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I read books every day.
Yeah.
Like, people who know me, like, my sister, she bought me 25 books for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to read them all in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But I just never felt like that was I just ain't one of them people who put the internet, my whole life on the internet. Number one, because my whole life was illegal at one point in time.
Oh, boy. I've been reading all my life. Okay, brother. All right. So I got the Charlemagne one here. He gonna speak about gun in this one too. Here we go.
G. Take one.
You ready?
Shout out to the bro Charla.
Lil Baby.
How you doing? How you
How you
doing?
feeling, brother?
Pretty good, man.
Man, congratulations. You just turned 30 a few weeks ago, man.
Yes, sir. Get up.
All right, let's get past the mental health part. That's my God, but still.
So where you at now?
I'm in a better state, but like still.
You think that's like the protective instinct that you just carry?
Like big was, but I ain't know how like what really big was. You know, I ain't really.
Yeah.
I don't know. We gonna
never
get to
leave
it.
Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I live in a whole nother state, so I didn't transition all the way, but it's still at times where I didn't say anything.
You said- That's how you felt about that?
Yeah, for sure.
What's the relationship with you and Thug now? I know he's on the new album.
We got a good relationship, same relationship we've been in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it hard to make music because he's under so much scrutiny, and I know the lawyers probably looking through all
It's
the
crazy.
lyrics?
He's super talented. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
really, like, he do it with ease.
When he said what Wham says goes, what did you say? Or what did you want to say? Like what?
It wasn't even like literally that. You know what I'm saying? It's like a way inside.
Yeah. What's the relationship with you and?
I'm glad Charlamagne is getting straight to it. The insider, obviously, what Wham says goes is gun is a snitch, right?
Gunna right now.
I don't got no relationship. You know?
The internet says you can't make hits without Gunna. So do you think y'all ever make music again?
The internet will say anything. How many hits I got?
Absolutely.
And so that don't even make sense. You know?
How much do you pay attention to the internet?
Man, like, I only see what I gotta see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I try my best to just keep going and shit like that. I don't feed into that. I don't read comments and all that. And some shit just be the headline. You gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I don't even get into shit like that.
I know Thug says what Wham says goes, but if Thug says, hey, I'm gonna get in the studio, I'm gonna make some music with Gunna, baby, I want you to participate, would you?
I don't see that happening. No, I'm just saying, like, I want you to participate. I don't know what nobody else would do. You know what I'm saying? But just as far as me, you know what I'm saying?
You dropped the 350 record, and you said, ain't never saying nothing about it, nigga, you know you was a rat, and everybody thought you was talking about.
Yeah, but everybody, this is just the internet where they gonna create. I talk about rats in every song I had since I started rapping.
Word.
So now, you know, it'd be like, they just create a narrative and go.
I think the question I want Baby to kind of like answer, even though he's kind of answering it, and I think Charmaine kind of asked it, is the people clearly don't care about that street shit like how y'all care about it. They want y'all to do collaborative music. Why? Like, I guess he answered that though, right? He did answer it. He answered it on the Yachty podcast. Because he said he's been rapping about snitches his whole time, right? Hold on. Yeah, he had a direct answer here. Oh, let me just put snitches.
Always rapped about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna rap about it like my first song I'm talking about snitch. Cause you know that's just a prominent thing. And now it's just then got outrageous with it. You know what I'm saying? Like so those kind of morals and shit is like never gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just, I'm always gonna look at certain stuff a certain way.
Like you don't say, oh man, even though you did that, I can still rap with you.
Cause it boils down to the what we rapping about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can't rap about that and you did that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't really, you know what I'm saying? If I was making Christmas music, I don't give a damn what you did.
Right.
We talking about jingle bells and shit. But talking about what we talking about, doing what we doing, hey now, you know?
Right. It's a different. It's...
And even on that, like I don't even speak on niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The narratives and the bitch down, I don't even speak on niggas because it's just, even if it was in the streets, you wouldn't go put up posters saying he a snitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they ain't how I go. You know what I'm saying? And that's the downfall for.
By the way, my takeaway so far, and I think this is my takeaway from the whole interview, like Lil Baby suffers a little bit from the, I won't say Meek Mill syndrome, but like the too cool syndrome, where it's like, this is probably his best job on both interviews at opening up, being more talkative, being more involved. But given where his career is at, I think people still even want more. Now, I'm okay with this being it. And this is why I think, you know, and remember I told you, I'm gonna just see what that album hitting for. You feel me? I don't think Baby is sitting here or needs to sit here doing any explanation. We get it. Like, we're not dumb. You think Gunna's a rat, it's not going to sound good. The fans like Gunna, so we don't give a fuck if you think he's a rat. Good luck, nigga. We're still going to listen to Gunna, right? It's not going to help you explaining it. You rather not talk about it because that's kind of like some street shit, right? Like, you know, the fact that your close friend is Thug, who used to put money in your pocket before you was a rapper, and Thug, for whatever reason, because some people claim that Gunna didn't snitch, whatever, who cares? Thug believes that Gunna told on him. That's some shit that you don't want to have to justify to fans. Like, fans won't understand it. We're not from where you're from. That's not our man's, that's not our homie's person who snitched on him. Like, we don't have that much of attachment. So really trying to explain it to the internet or on an interview, we're never going to give you the benefit of that. Like, oh, that made a lot of sense. We're not in your position. This is why I'm going back and I'm going to still stick to this one point. Okay, I'm glad he's doing this. I thought he was a little bit more vulnerable. This was good. I think Lil Baby just needs to drop a fucking hit. And I told that to P. I said, P, me and Baby don't got a motherfucking thing going on. I don't got no, like, whatever against the nigga. He just need to drop a motherfucking undeniable hit. And if he got one of those, we stop talking about. We only give a fuck about this other shit because we don't have a undeniable solo Baby hit. And it doesn't have to be a song. Let me not say solo, a lead song. Because I do think he should do a feature. It should be, nigga, him and, I don't know who would be, if it was him and Thug and it's a hit, that's all he needs. My boy just needs a undeniable hit. A undeniable hit. That's all. All of this talking, we not trying to, like, I'm going to be honest with you, with all due respect, I'm trying not to, like, I'm trying to lay off chat. I don't think Baby could say his ABCs right, bro. I think ABC, I think past like the 7th or 8th letter, he's assed out. It's not about his intelligence. It's not about, you know, these other ancillary things. It's not about the reverse double Oreo hug. It's not about the Django Rechain. It's not about these other things. Give us a fucking hit and it don't matter. And I guess I just want to put that on the table, right? If the song hot, we don't give a fuck, okay? Now, granted, I would rather you and Mike Rubin not playing, you know, chest bumps and shit like that. I get it. But drop a fucking, like, undeniable hit, and that's why I'm saying I don't want my narrative to taint when I listen to the music. So I'm just like, you know, all right, let me watch the rollout. I'm watching the rollout. We're in the end game, okay? By the way, and I said this to P as well. I said January 3rd is it's no man's land. Y'all niggas is dropping in no man's land. Labels are shut down, okay? Now, granted, it's not much competition. However, it's not much competition, but you got to come with the shit. And if you don't come with the shit, it's going to also be, there's going to be a microscope on it as well. Right? Now, what I did hear him say, and I guess I don't want to play the whole interview. I'm going to play some more parts of the Charlamagne one. He said there's another album. He's dropping 2 albums. So he's dropping an album called Wham, and Dominique is to follow. Okay?
Versus, like, remember, at first, I was telling you, like, I'm going to drop a Dominique album.
Right.
Now I'm going to drop a Wham album and a Dominique album.
Okay. And is that a deluxe or a completely different project?
Completely different project.
Okay. And is that's at a later date, or are you thinking that's
at a later date? Hopefully like February.
Okay. And if you
okay, so basically he's trying to drop one album in January, Wham, and then Dominique, which is another album, in February. Now, again, we're smart. We all know what's up. This is the Lil Uzi EA method. Now, I'm not gonna knock it. I think Baby's putting in an insurance policy. In case maybe the album or the direction he's going in ain't y'all cup of tea, right? I think he's going to have an album, and if y'all don't like it, he gets to come back with another one, right? And I guarantee if people love the first one, the second one ain't going to come. Now, what this tells me, and this is, again, I'm being very open and honest. I want y'all to understand. One of the reasons I'm falling back is that I'm a fan of Lil Baby, and I want his art to be able to exist or at least be released. Then I judge it, rather than, you know what I mean, a nigga feel like, yo, man, niggas just gonna call my shit whack anyway. Like, fuck, I gotta like prepare for like no, we're gonna judge it fairly, okay? I do think him announcing that it's 2 albums shows me that there is a concerted effort in this rollout to address a possibility of people might not liking the first one, right? Because even if it was a deluxe or even if it's a second album, you don't announce the second album before the first one comes out. You announcing the second one is giving the fans, if they don't like the first one, to say, oh, all right, he's dropping the second one. That's going to be the shit we probably, that's going to have the shit we like on it. So the mere fact that I seen him announce 2 albums, I even stepped back and I said, yeah, I think he might be a little bit nervous. I'm going to be honest. Okay?
you had to describe the differences between Wham and Dominique projects.
I think Wham But the crazy thing, I still put some of the songs that I was gonna use for Dominique on Wham. Cause I know like my fan base like really be wanting to hear them certain songs. But I feel like Wham is more like me on some young nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
YN shit. As I said, I just want to hear Baby come with it, man. Come with a hit, my brother.
Fast cars.
Right.
Girls.
Yo, newsflash to any rapper in the industry. I don't care what you're going through. You fighting a murder case. You just choke slam your girl. You got caught cheating. Your bitch broke up with you. Your label dropped you. Nigga snatch your chain. You got slapped at Rolling Loud. Whatever you're going through, you're gonna have people around you that has 50 million ways on how to deal. No, let's go do these interviews. Sit with Yachty, sit with Charlemagne. Let's see if we could tailor this to, like, you know, make you look likable or make you look smart or whatever. That's all good. That's all good. But that don't fix the problem. The only thing that fixes a musician problem is a goddamn hit song. Let me tell you this even right now. Let me tell you this right now. Drake posting duck lips ain't gonna fix that Not Like Us problem. Drake dropping a #1 song is gonna do it. The first #1 song Drake dropped, we gonna be like Kendrick who. That's a fact. It is what it is. Right? Until then, we gonna keep being haunted by Not Like Us. That's just what it really is. Like a bona fide #1 song, that's what it's gonna be. A hit song cures everything. After you drop a hit song, there ain't no talking. There ain't no talking. Now, granted, there's a hit song compromises of multiple things. Got to be catchy. Got to be, you know, something that you're probably relying on either the culture or maybe the pop charts to kind of bring. The label's got to be behind it. Timing has to be ready. If you got a feature, got to be the right feature, right beat, right producer, right? Timing got to be right, of course. But when you got a hit song, it solves everything. You don't need to talk to nobody when you got a hit song. When you got a hit song, you don't need to explain nothing. And this is why I think this is going to be a gut check time for Baby. It's going to be the time where people are going to be like, yo, does he got it or does he not? Because if he got let's say he got 2 albums, 24, 25 songs, let's say cumulatively, even though we know it's probably going to be like 40 to 50, right? Because he probably going to have 20 songs per album. He needs one bona fide hit. And when I mean bona fide hit, a song that everybody gonna play. So we'll see. Anyway, all right, let me just go back to the Charlemagne one real quick.
Oh, I might not even be talking about it, nigga. It's whoever a rat, you know what I'm saying?
He's talking
What's your
about raps.
relationship with QC? Because I know you just started your own label.
I started my own label, but I ain't signed my own label. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still signed to QC.
So you sold you with QC, the general with was it Glass Windows Entertainment? Yeah. You changed the name from 4PF. Why'd you change the name?
I ain't changed the name. It's just a whole new company.
Okay. Yeah. So 4PF still exists.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard Kendrick mention you in Not Like Us? He said Lil Baby helped you get your lingo up in reference to Drake. What do you think when you heard that?
I ain't really into like that side of hip hop, so I don't really, you know.
But you and Drake always had a good relationship. I mean, Drake helped you a lot.
Great relationship.
Yeah.
So, you know, you kind of like, it's just with any situation, like, if you and him was arguing, what the hell you gonna say, man? You know?
Like, don't bring you in it.
Yeah, man, I don't wanna be having nothing to do with it. I be having, not saying whatever they got going on ain't real or nothing, but I feel like, to me, like, rapping should be my work. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want that type of shit at work. You know what I'm saying? That's what, like, even you saying, like, what's your relationship with Gunna? I ain't here, I ain't in it for that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on that.
Well, I brought that up just for...
Well, in a roundabout way, he's saying 2 things. He's actually saying 2 things that might confuse you, but I'll help you explain. He said, that's why when you say Gunna, I told you I look at this shit like my job. I don't think about it like that. Well, I would dare to say he thinks about it like that with Thug. Right? Because he does care who Thug likes or who Thug whatever, and he values that relationship. What he just said is that, yo, me and Drake are industry friends. Drake has helped me professionally. He's the co-worker who picked up a couple shifts for me. I rock with him. He helped me, he helped me get a promotion. Right? And probably thought it was like, yo, if you gonna complain to the boss about Drake, don't throw my name in there. That's kind of what he's saying to Kendrick. But I took away from it that Baby's just industry friends with Drake. He's real friends with Thug. And I don't know if he was real friends with Gunna, but it makes it seem like he was just only industry friends with Gunna. Seems like he's saying, yeah, Drake and Gunna, they're industry friends. That's my real friend. Because he's still not saying he's on a side, right? He's not saying like, yo, why you dissing my homie? Yo, don't diss my homie and mention me, nigga. I don't fuck with you. Like, he not saying that. So I would think he basically just saying that. Now, granted, I think what he's saying does make sense. It does make sense. Yo, Kendrick, bro, if you beef with somebody, keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth, nigga. Because now, while you're just having a time of your life just saying whatever, you're making me look crazy. Because I want to collab with this guy. This guy is good for my career. I've been good for his career. He's been good for mine. Now you make it weird because now he's looking at me to say, damn, dog, you ain't going to speak up? But I don't want to pick no sides. I'm good. And I think that's what I'm taking from it. Baby don't want to pick no sides in this shit. He's looking at this shit like a job. Two coworkers beefing. Don't bring me into this shit. Yeah, I might fuck with you a little bit more at work. That's what I'm saying. That Drake's a work friend. I fuck with you more at work. But I guarantee if it was somebody going at Thug, he not saying that. He not saying, bro, just keep me out of it. Just, do what y'all do. I'm not into that. I think he would just say, fuck y'all niggas. So again, this is just kind of par for the course. These guys are all industry friends.
Just because of the music,
Right.
music aspect of it. Because, people, y'all made hits together. And some people want that again, right? But you don't think that's going to happen? Well, one thing I loved about your documentary, man, is it just shows, how much you mean to the city of Atlanta. So when you have a city that loves you that much, do you ever feel like you can just completely let it go? Like the street aspect of it. Because you can't be that person no more.
It's just like, it's different aspects of it. You know what I'm saying? I still could be that person who donate millions to the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But that don't mean I gotta be hanging in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm still feeding the streets one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I got a different way of going about it now.
Do you think it's a culture shock when they see you like out with the Michael Rubins of the world?
Yeah, for sure, it's a culture shock, but that's more like me being vulnerable. Like, you couldn't even imagine the type of shit we be on. You know what I'm saying? I don't just hang with people. I ain't one of them, because you got this and that. I'm a whole man. You know what I'm saying? He actually give a nigga game. He really had like real conversations. You can like talk to somebody on a higher level about like questions that we don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying? They be knowing that shit.
I love how naive these rappers are. Yeah, nah, blah, blah. They'll try to make it seem like I'm like a hater or someone's a hater for questioning their relationship with Mike Rubin, right? But then I'll ask them this. And I'll ask Meek Mill and I ask Baby. Do y'all think that Mike Rubin would be genuinely kicking it with y'all all the time if there was no cameras on and he didn't benefit from the publicity that your name brings and the audience and the demo that you tap into? No. I'll just save you the time to answer the question. So yeah, we're looking and we're evaluating that relationship very different. We look at it as much as when we hear y'all talk, y'all say, oh, that's my friend that's giving me advice. But when we look at it, we feel like they're using you as a puppet to tap into a culture that they couldn't get to otherwise. Or they're using you guys to be the mouthpieces to speak to an audience that they don't attract to. And the mere fact that none of y'all acknowledge that, either we just usually become more suspicious because you look like pawns. And then we become even more suspicious when it looks like your actions in those environments seems to hurt your brand.
And I think what the streets don't understand is when you got relationships with
The streets and the internet ain't the same. So you saying what the internet saying, they ain't the streets. You know what I'm saying? Them two different things.
That is very true. That is very true. But so what the internet don't understand is when you around people like that, you getting game, probably getting more money, and that you're able to get back to the streets even more.
Turning all the rest of these niggas on to it. Like, look, this how we do it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand that like the internet want to know that, and I also don't break it down for them to know that either. You know what I'm saying? So I take it with a grain of salt. Like, I can see why they say that, because I already know I have to dumb it all the way down for them to even understand. You got to be a cold motherfucker to peep the shit I be doing. know what I'm saying? On the just far as a naked eye. I ain't telling you, you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why they don't respect actions. You know what I mean? Like
They don't see it. You know, you gotta dumb it down. You gotta say it, what it is, and you don't do that directly. They go with whatever they saying directly.
Do you feel like you gotta tell them every single thing you do for the hood though? Like, hey.
I don't even tell them. I do the most. I do the most. The most. I don't got a PR team behind it. No, nothing, no, never. I really, the most millions a year.
How do you handle raising a son and co-parenting with somebody who's also a public figure?
Get you a team around you who can help you in those aspects. Shit, everything from just starting this career, you know what I'm saying? I jumped into the career.
Want them to know though? Like as far as your business is concerned, like I really want y'all to know I'm doing this.
Hold on.
You're Lil Baby the artist, so you yourself different.
Definitely. If you get a little whiff of it, you eventually start to feed off of it.
Mm-hmm. Is that what?
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they have my height, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck a nigga. I need to tell you.
It does.
Well, I'm trying to drop Wham album in a couple more months, drop a Dominique album. Then I got like 2 other situations lined up. I got my whole 2025 prepared, planned out though.
So being away these past couple of years, you knew what you wanted to do when you came back.
Right, for sure, I just knew the point I needed to get to do what I needed to do.
Mm-hmm. Is Wham gonna be like the street album, or is this gonna be just good music?
It's like I don't really know the street album and the streets ain't the same no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm more like real music than like street music, you know what I'm saying? Because the streets, they change, you know what I'm saying?
How does Atlanta feel now? Like when you see things like, you know, what happened with Thug?
Yeah, Atlanta totally different from what it used to be. Dramatic change, you know what I'm saying? But I am 30 now, you know what I'm saying? That was our generation, like it's a whole new generation. You know what I'm saying?
Do you even still like being there? Because it was weird, right? It was a weird period when Thug went away. It felt like they was trying to put targets on everybody. Like they was hoping something bad happened to you.
That's like the narrative. That's what fuck your mental up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Imagine not doing nothing. You know you don't do nothing, but that's the type of shit you gotta see and the shit you gotta live through. That shit will really fuck you up if you ain't strong.
Mm-hmm. And you ever wonder like why do y'all want something to happen?
I just understand people. You know what I'm saying? I know that shit come with the territory.
So does it ever make you just want to fucking get the money and just disappear, get all the way out the way?
Yeah, 1,000%.
Do you think shit like when they see pictures like Michael Rubin and you know he's a friendly dude, he like to hug and shit like that. When they see you hug, when Michael Rubin hugging you think that
Michael Rubin
had an impact?
Michael Rubin was never hugging me. You know what I'm saying? I was dapping Kuzman up and Mike happy to see me. He ran over there and we started like wrestling, like tussling. Mm-hmm. And the picture, like Mike, one of my real good friends, we had a party with goddamn 200-300 people. There's nothing weird could go on with all these people in the mix, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get on the internet and go back and forth and all that. Like, yeah, I told him that that's a crazy looking picture, you know what I'm saying? But shit, it is what it is.
So when you see stuff like that, you don't even want to comment. You just like let people talk.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to explain my point and all that, then you look like you lying. Mm-hmm. I ain't with all that, you know what I'm saying?
What's the best investment he put you on? Because when I spoke to him one time, and he said this publicly, he gave Meek the largest investment he ever got, ROI he got back in his life. Have you done that for you yet?
Yeah, we don't really got nobody.
All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know. I'll see when the music drop, bro. I'm gonna just see when the music drop. Cause y'all know I can sit here and just roast all day about whatever. I want to prove I'm not a hater. Okay, I don't take it that personal. And really, I'll just go off the music. Now, I did see. I don't know. Is this his fan page or whatever? That Say Twin song they fucking deleted out of everywhere. I can't find it nowhere. Chat was jacking that. Say Twin. Shit was fire.
Spin again. When it's like a sin. Choppers FNs. DOA out of here. Ride or die my twin. No need for you calling us swim, cause we ain't your twin. Say twin, say twin, say twin, say twin. Them niggas done show they hand, them niggas ain't in. Say twin, say twin, say twin, say twin. I hop out the back, and hop in the cat, yeah, I'm about to charge him again. Say twin, say twin, say twin, say twin. Fuck you spinning.
I ain't gonna lie, YN told me, they said, yo, I could see this shit going up on Twitter. I said, word? No, TikTok. They said, TikTok love phrases. Say twin. Who knows? Maybe it's a hit. I don't know. All right. Yeah, I'm waiting for the album. I'm waiting for the album. I want to give this guy all the grace in the world. You know, for me, this is my last shot for Baby. Okay, yo, real quick, let's get to the I see y'all spamming Durk stuff. I don't know what Durk stuff in particular y'all were spamming, but I do have a Durk topic, if that makes y'all happy. So the exhibits were filed in court today. These were actually used at a detention hearing. And these actually had the flights that were booked by Durk. They're trying to show, hey, Durk wasn't trying to fucking flee the country. And these are the flights that were booked, okay? So, the fuck, I gotta like turn my head, pause. Okay, so this was the 6:15 from. This was on the 24th. 6:15 from Newark that went to Zurich, and then from Zurich was going to Dubai. And then here's another flight that was booked. This was from Fort Lauderdale going to Newark, and Newark going to Zurich, and then Zurich going to Dubai. Okay. And who was on this one? Can't tell. And then this was Durk Banks flying from Fort Lauderdale to Newark. So they're saying Durk was just trying to get to Dubai. Okay? I guess his lawyers are saying, hey, Durk and us both know that Dubai will extradite you, given if it's a murder charge. He wasn't trying to flee. He was just trying to do business. And here are the flights. I don't know if that helps a lot. Is this what y'all talking about, chat? Again, he shows the whole thing with the neighborhood heroes. This is like a brochure, I'm guessing, that shows, he's been giving back, doing all that good stuff. Hold on. Okay. This is his nonprofit foundation. There's a brochure for it. Partners and Exhibit C is a declaration. Okay, so this is Justin Gibson. Who is this? I'm a producer and sound engineer. I've been working with Mr. Banks since 2021 in a professional capacity. I make this declaration in support of Mr. Banks. I have personal knowledge of the matters set forth, and I'm willing to testify in court at an evidentiary hearing. Okay, I'm professionally known as Just Vibes. I've been working with Banks since 2021 when we met at a recording studio operating blah, blah, blah. On January 25th, 2022, I had a session with Banks where we record the song Wonderful Wayne and Jackie Boy, which at the time we called Too Toxic. I loaded up the song around 5:39 p.m. Banks wrote his verse right there in the studio, recorded and finished the song an hour later. So I'm guessing this is the song that, let's see, Wonderful, yeah. So the Babyface Ray song that Durk is featured on, they're saying, the murder happened, I believe, in like August, or was it like September or something like that? I could probably Google that as well. When did Lil Pop die? He died in August, right? And this producer is saying, we recorded this song in January, okay? Because the feds contextually are using lyrics to say Durk was bragging about, getting the location, doing the murder, which seemingly matched that particular murder, but the song came out after. The producer is now saying, or the engineer is saying, we recorded that months before, 8 months actually before he actually died, okay? All right. Once we recorded the song, I bounced out a rough draft, saved a copy in audio format and named it Toxic, Babyface featuring Lil Durk at 6:33 p.m. And after that, we continue with the rest of the session. Attached to this affidavit are screenshots of the timestamps on the original project file and the audio file I received and a safe version of the file. Okay. To Toxic. Yep, January 25th. That was a WAV file. Then you have like 30 minutes later, he puts Durk on it. So Durk does his shit in 30 minutes. And then they kind of bounce it out, which I guess they send the Pro Tools thing to, they send the session back to Babyface Ray's people. So it was finalized, right? Okay. So basically in 2 hours, he pretty much knocked this out. But the point of the whole thing was to show, yo, this had nothing to do. That song was before the murder. So unless Durk could predict the future, the feds are wrong in him rapping about Lil Pop dying on that song. Okay? Now, granted, I do think the feds have a couple other options to choose from in terms of songs. And I was actually shocked that they picked that song, right? Like, there's like a clear song they could use. I just won't say let me not say nothing, but y'all know what song. Anyway. Does this help prove that Durk is innocent? No. By the way, I keep saying this about lyrics. Especially I was using this case. Durk is in charge for lyrics. The lyrics are evidentiary. They're used as context as far as the rest of the evidence, right? It's to show how brazen, how bold, how braggadocious he was. It's not proof that he did it. It's never used as proof as he did it. It's used as proof as him celebrating that he did it and how bold he was in doing it and how lack of remorse he felt of doing it. But it's not proof that he did it. Now, Durk's attorney are submitting all of these things to say that song wasn't about that, which again doesn't help him necessarily beat the case, but will have a judge maybe look at the entire indictment different to say, well, y'all said this was a context that I could read these lyrics and see the context of the murder. It appears that your context was wrong. So how many other things you have wrong, right? That's the big and important thing, okay? All right. Was that it? Chat, was that it? Because I keep seeing people say that, oh, Durk's lawyer was proven. I don't know what these itinerary prove, though. These itinerary doesn't prove. It proves he was trying to leave at 12 o'clock. I don't know. Unless you're saying the 3 flights that people saw wasn't 3 flights at all. It was just connecting flights. Okay. Remember they said it was 2 international flights? Where's Zurich or Zurich? Yeah, Zurich is in Switzerland. Yeah, okay. So he wasn't going to Switzerland. Okay, so that's what they're trying to prove. He was never going to Switzerland. He was trying to go to Dubai the entire time, which maybe he had some work out there to do. And the flights that they could get for the same day had him stopping in Switzerland and then had him going to Dubai. I thought there was another one with Qatar. Okay. All right. Again, the thing that would make it exculpatory for Durk is that if we get somebody, we need more statements like this to come out. Yo, I was with Durk on the 22nd of August. He was doing a podcast the whole day. He never seen them guys that y'all are accusing. And unfortunately, Durk got to create some distance between him and them. Yo, he didn't talk to, he flew in with these guys, but they went separate ways. They never talked. Durk was doing a podcast the whole time. He never met up with them after the murder, and he never got no phone calls from any of them. We never seen him on the phone. He was in a podcast that's documented, and his entire day is caught on camera. He never answered a phone call, confirming, ordering, nothing, even though it could still be said he ordered it before. But he needs these type of things to kind of just, again, I keep saying it's going to be a snitch that sinks him if he does get sunk. It's a strong case, but it's only as strong as a snitch. If there's no snitch, there is no case, I believe, personally, on Durk Banks. So, we'll see. We will see. All right. Yo, chat, I got to play this for y'all. This is fucking bananas. Now, I don't even mean to be even jumping or like even watching some of this like little teeny drama. But, yo, y'all got to watch this shit. First of all, so Danielle Bregoli, okay, Bhad Bhabie. Prayers to her. She has cancer. She just got surgery. I want to be very nice to her. She has a baby daddy who everybody's calling a bum. A guy who just generally unsuccessful. Apparently he's a SoundCloud rapper. She's made $60 million in OnlyFans. Apparently Travis Barker, the drummer, has like a daughter that's supposedly like 18 now. But when this guy who's Danielle's baby daddy, so I think she's 21. The nigga, her baby daddy's 26. And then this other girl is like freshly 18. I know. I shouldn't even give a fuck about whatever. But just because this drama is just, this is kid shit. The only reason I'm playing it, this shit is hilarious. I'm going to tell you why. She's exposing the nigga the entire time. And at a point, the nigga she's exposing, he just walks across the screen. And everybody's like, wait, the nigga who you're talking shit about the whole time is in that apartment with you or wherever y'all at? And she's like, yeah, like we live together. What's the problem? And then she tells some story about Chief Keef. Y'all gotta hear this. Just watch this shit. This is just, it's comedy. It's comedy more than you should take it serious. Just watch this shit. All right, speed it up, man. This shit is comedy. Yo, she's like calling. Yo, she's like, yo, I'm done with this nigga. This nigga's a bum. Fuck him. I'm single now. I just want to heal. And the nigga just walks by. Just walks through the camera.
So, I'm going to tell y'all my side of.
Also, this is so crazy. This is like some really like some Jerry Springer ghetto shit. She goes to tell the story of how her baby daddy cheated on her. Except she basically damn near admits to cheating. She said, I cheated first with Chief Keef. Crazy.
The story. How I found out up until now. So, if this all started, I'm gonna take y'all back to where this really started from. So, me and Levon get into it. We was drunk. And sometimes, when we get drunk, we either fuck all night or fight all night. And we get physical, whatever. So, me and Levon, we're drunk, we get into it. I fucked up by calling Sosa. So, I call Sosa and I'm like, yeah, we fighting, blah, 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 blah. Like, basically, like, come get me. So...
He did tell you the bitches love Sosa, okay?
Levon, so me and Levon went to go lay down. I go to lay down with him. When I get in the bed, Sosa calls me. Levon answers my phone. It didn't say Sosa at the top or nothing. It was just the phone number. But Levon answers the phone and you hear Sosa's voice saying, Danny, what's up? Or Danny, where you at? So I was the one that cheated first.
This is usually where I click off. Let me expose my cheating baby daddy. First 60 seconds in, hey, I cheated first. What? She said she got drunk and called Sosa to come pick her up. I wonder what they were going to do. Oh, nah, we were just going to make some beats. We're going to go listen to the old 2012 Finally Rich album.
So, I cheated by calling Sosa from the jump. So.
Okay, she's taking a little bit of accountability. I want to ask a genuine question to both men and women alike here. Your girl calls another nigga trying to link. Cheating or not cheating? What's cheating to y'all? Because man cheating and woman cheating is different, right? If your girl calls a nigga planning to link, did she cheat or she has to link and fuck? Right? I think most men, we're like, we don't cheat until dick is inside of the pussy, right? Then now we're like, all right, we cheated, okay? But your girl is on the phone with a nigga. She's planning the link. Is that cheating? It is?
So after Levon answered the phone, he busted my lip, broke my phone.
Yeah, he just abused me.
I tried to stop him from leaving, and when he was trying to close the door, I put my hand in the way, so he accidentally slammed my hand in the door. My hand was literally hanging. My teeth were loose.
What type of story is this? First 3 minutes of the story. Hey, let me describe the most toxic relationship possible. We get drunk all the time and we either fight all night or fuck all night. Okay, this was a fight night. So now I'm ready to cheat. I'm cheating. We're trying to cheat. He finds out and he beats my ass. And she's just telling this shit like it's normal.
It was just a whole big thing. So I'm trying to wake E up and I'm telling E, take me to the hospital. Meanwhile, the phone never hung up. The phone never hung up, so Sosa heard all this shit going on, right? So right after that, I'm trying to wake E up to take.
How has Chief Keef smashed Bhad Bhabie? He used to be hitting it back in the days, right? Yo, all these chicks, I ain't gonna lie, these girls really, like, Sexy Red loves Chief Keef. King Von's sister Kayla B loves Chief Keef. Daniel Bergoli loves Chief Keef.
Take me to the hospital because my hand is literally like hanging, like fucked up. So E's drunk as fuck. He's like, Danny, go lay down. And I'm like, bro, okay. So I call Sosa and I'm like, bro, I need to see a doctor. Like, I need to go to the hospital. So he comes and picks me up and he calls like the house. We use the same house call doctor. So he calls the doctor for me. The doctor comes, looks at my wrist, makes sure my teeth aren't going to fall out, gave me some medicine, and I go to sleep. I stayed at Sosa's house that night. This was all at like.
Yo, the way she's explained this story, all this shit's like mad normal. Yeah, I stayed at Sosa's house.
5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So I took.
If your girl stayed at Chief Keef's house, chat, are you assuming he piped her out, gave it a savage donkey fuck, or you're thinking, who knows, maybe, you know, sometimes there's some type of dudes, some type of dudes that, you know, that will just sit there and, you know, emotionally coddle her. Like, you know, like, yeah, what do you do now? Well, you got to realize this is how guys are and this is how you are and blah, 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 blah. Or did you think he viciously rummaged that box?
2 Xanax, went to sleep, and didn't wake up.
Just pop 2 Xanax, went to sleep? Okay.
Till 4 or 5 o'clock. I call E's phone when I wake up, which E's Levon's best friend. And when he called me, it was on FaceTime, and he seen, like, Sosa got a whole bunch of shit above his bed, like the Glow Gang shit or whatever. So E seen that and was like, oh my God, Danny, are you dead ass right now? And I was just like, I fucked up bad. Like, when and then Sosa dropped me off back home a couple minutes later. And when I got there, Levon was boxing his stuff up in boxes. I was crying on the floor, screaming like, please don't leave me, our family, please don't leave me. So he left his stuff. He ends up going to stay at a hotel for 2 weeks. And in these 2 weeks that he's gone, he meets Alabama. Me and Levon get back together after this 2 weeks.
Yo, KF. Yeah, she slept in his bed. Yo, you ever had a girl try to convince you? Yeah, I went over at 4 o'clock, but I ain't fuck. Yeah, I slept there, but like he ain't even try to, like, this is the big giveaway. He ain't even try to fuck. He's not like you. That's the best one of them all. The best woman gaslight line is, not everybody's like you. They're trying to like throw the title of being a whore or just a fiend for sex onto you. Not everybody's like you. He didn't even try to fuck me.
And I'm on Instagram. Me and E sitting in the bed, I'm on Instagram. And
how many people? Yo, the way she's telling this story is wild. She was just in Sosa's bed. Now she's in bed with her nigga best friend. I know they're not supposed to be doing anything, but still, I'm not letting my girl get in bed with my best friend either. They're not laying on the bed together.
And I click a picture of Alabama on the Explore page and I see it says follow. And I'm like, what? Alabama follow me? So I called Talon. And I'm like, did something happen between us and Bama? Like, I'm confused. So Talon's like, oh, I had heard something about her and Levon. But she was like, I didn't even think it was serious. I thought it was just made up, so I didn't even tell you. I didn't want to work you up. So I called Levon and I'm like, Levon, you know this bitch? Like, so I'm texting Levon. I'm on the phone with Levon and I'm texting Bama, like, Bama, call me now. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I hearing something about you and my baby daddy? And she's like, what? No, never. And I'm like, girl, what? Like, be real with me. So she calls me and she's like, yeah, we met and we exchanged numbers, but that was it. Levon didn't tell me the truth, nor did Alabama tell me the truth. So basically, like a couple weeks later, I'm at my mom's house in Florida. And Levon not answering the phone, so I tracked the location on the car, and I see that the car is in Alabama's neighborhood. So I called Alabama, like, is Levon at your house? And she was like, no, he's not. She was like, hold on, give me 5 minutes, I'm gonna call you back. So she calls me, and she's like, yeah, my mom has it all on recording. She was like, yeah, we linked each other a couple times, but we never had sex. It wasn't like that. Like, he lied to me and told me that he wasn't him. First of all, he has my name tattooed on his neck. Like, how the fuck are you going to say that he told you it wasn't him when you could have easily figured out it was him? And then up until...
Am I tripping? Or maybe if you just got diagnosed with cancer, you shouldn't be vaping. I must be tweaking. I don't know. This whole shit just sound crazy to me. She in bed with 2 niggas. She saying Sosa ain't crack, but come. She, what? Okay.
Now, basically, she sent me, I posted something about her on my Finsta because it kind of ticked me off watching her live her life like she's not a fucking homewrecker. Like, she didn't cause me so many problems. I was a postpartum mom going through cancer, finding out that my boyfriend was cheating on me. My baby daddy was cheating on me. Like, she just rushed, and this is not the first time she's done this to a girl. I just had a famous girl DM me 2 hours ago saying, oh yeah, she hit up my boyfriend as soon as I posted him. Like, this is something that this girl does. So even though Levon is in the wrong, Alabama's even wronger because a man gonna be a man, but bitch, you call yourself my friend. Like, What the fuck? So anyways, I posted something about her on Finsta because I was ticked off watching her live her life like she ain't do nothing. I was just like, this bitch just acting like everything's fine and dandy. Like, bitch, you're a fucking homewrecker. Like, what the fuck? So someone sent her the post from my Finsta and she DMs me and she's like, I don't want to be nothing like you, Dr. Phil loser, bitch. And your bum ass man keeps hitting me up. He wants me so bad, confessing his love to me, da da da. So yesterday, she sends me, was it yesterday, the day before yesterday? The day before yesterday, she sends me a screenshot of some messages with her and LV. But she deleted the messages she had sent to him where the messages I posted yesterday, it was those messages. But Levine ended up sending me the real messages where she was like, come to my house, come see me. And Levine told me that they never even was in Vegas with each other. And the timestamp from when Levine met her up until now, he hasn't went to Vegas on his own. He hasn't done no shit like that. So
y'all could ignore this part. I don't know what they talking about. I don't care. I just want to get to the funny part.
So basically, she sends me a whole bunch of screenshots yesterday of messages with her and Levine. Levine saying they not real. I feel like they're real because I know how my man type. And the stuff that's being said is just like beyond me, honestly. Like the fact that the bond that me and Levine have, as close as we are, the fact that he could send another female messages like this is just
the fact that you get in an argument and you go sleep over Chief Keef's house.
It's disturbing, it's vile.
They're basically in an open relationship. You could tell. Like, they're both fucking other people, right?
So, me and Levine have decided to break up.
This is the funny part. Me and the nigga has decided to break up, okay?
I feel like our relationship has ran its course. I would never beef with a bitch about a man, especially no bitch that look up to me. I'm not doing it. Like, bitch, I'm your OG. Please. Like, shit is just... shit is really crazy. And, like, I literally just had surgery a couple days ago and I'm dealing with this right now. Like shit is really crazy, but Alabama is a liar to some extent. She is a manipulator to some extent, as well as Levine is. So I just feel like our relationship has ran its course.
Wait till this nigga walks by.
I could do at this point. This is beyond embarrassing. This is beyond disturbing, especially with everything that I'm going through. Like,
you hear somebody walking, right?
It's just...
Yo, Chad. Yo, that nigga turned the corner like, bitch, how you gonna break the news that we not together? We just fucked. What you look, this nigga turned the corner like the Undertaker hopping out the casket at WrestleMania. Look! This the nigga she talking about the whole time. Yo, she set it up like it was a press conference. The nigga she talking about, that's him, Chad. He right there. That's him. Chad. Look. That nigga just strolled by. This nigga texting some new hoes. Yo, let me tell you this, man. This thing is an MVB, bro. The most valuable bum. I guess he's a bum because all the women that's dealing with him are calling him a bum. But whatever bum intangibly he got, this thing he winning. He's living in your $1 million mansion, driving your cars, using your credit card, and still fucking other chicks. Then you talk about breaking up with him and he just walk right by. Like nothing happened. Real nigga.
You got something you want to say?
That look on her face. Danielle Brigoli, let me tell you this, man. Bhad Bhabie, I feel very bad for you. Obviously you have a lot of trauma from your upbringing, but I know you're going through it health-wise. Every time I see you speak on these things, I could tell you're dying for some love and acceptance. And this guy who you have a child with, that you're trying to build a family with, you want it in him. I could tell you only getting online to make him feel scared, to make him feel like, yo, nah, I'm really leaving you this time. The look on your face, you just want that nigga to stop fucking other girls. It ain't gonna stop though. It ain't gonna stop, I could tell.
It's not funny. We can't take nothing serious. Yes, that's him. Like, we live together. We have a whole baby together. Like, he's not just gonna disappear out of thin air. But
so why the hell you telling us this online? I keep telling you this, chat. Women, women treat a bum nigga better than they would treat a nigga that provide for them. I guarantee you. I guarantee you.
But we have decided to break up. Was I supposed to hide him like how I already did?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Chat, that shit was just funny to me. Okay, that's the only reason why I had y'all watch this whole thing. Okay, essentially, she says this nigga is a piece of shit. He's a liar. She don't fuck with him, and basically the nigga just walks through the screen, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's him. What do you think was gonna happen? We live together. What do you think he's just gonna go away?" Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
She got off live. All right, man. Anyway, the bum fights continues. So this is the other person's like little side, if you care about it at all. She had like a whole little thing. Here we go.
Okay, this is the only video
It's like TikTok drama, chat. Yo, chat, let me tell you this. This nigga right here has done good for himself in life, man. He got these little white... Hey, it's about time we see a brother getting over on two white women, okay? We not co-signing no abuse and nothing like that, but it's about time we seen a brother who ain't got shit get over on two white women who got it, okay? Salute to these guys, or salute to this nigga.
I'm going to be posting about the situation. I'm going to take you guys from the beginning to the end and show you guys all the receipts and just put it on the floor. Okay, so on her Finsta, she posted this. Then she said I copied her music video, which I did not. I haven't seen one music video where she's doing any of these things. This is her telling me to catch her outside. I never ran from her friend. I saw her friend at a hookah lounge, and I think she said something to me, but I just kept walking. Then we were at a Future concert, and I saw her and LV. They walked past me. They didn't say anything to me. LV later on then told me that she had her security guard look for me. Also, she was sitting in the seats behind me, and I was on side of stage, so she saw me the whole show and didn't do anything. Well, you did. I was not aware of her being sick, which doesn't make a difference, but it's also not fair to use that against me. I was also not aware that was her baby daddy, hence these text messages I'm about to show you. Then he texted me this. This is the first time I met him. He said, where are you going? I think we going the same way. Wait on me. I said, who's this? Gray hoodie, black pants. I said, I asked him what's his gram. He said, I don't have a gram.
Now, this is a part that I think people are kind of like considering. This girl is like freshly 18, right? So how old is LV Bad Baby? He's like 26, right? So he's, let me just see, how old is Bad Baby baby daddy? What the fuck? Oh. Okay, anyway, he's 26. And then this Alabama Barker person, how old is Alabama Barker? She's 18. I guess about to turn 19. So I think people are saying, yo, if you were fucking with her last year, she probably was 17. I don't want to get into this age shit. I think people generally just look at it and be like, why? Because the dude is supposedly 26, but yeah, I guess that's an angle to look at as well. But anyway.
Pull around there. It's 1 minute away. I'm in a gray Benz. Basically telling him I'm not pulling up to a gas station to meet him. So I end up sending him his own Instagram. I said, this isn't you, right? Because if so, I'm tripping. Mind you, I've never had a conversation with this man. I've been to her house one time, and I guess he was there, but he was sitting on the couch, and I never saw his face. We'll check that.
Yeah, I give a fuck about the rest of this. I'll cut it off.
That was not him, and it was just somebody that looked similar to him. Hence,
all right, I'll give you the rest of the story. Basically, the dude ran, again, and I guess this is like part of manipulation. The dude's older than both of these girls, right? One's 21, who lived her life on OnlyFans and Dr. Phil and in front of the social media camera. That's Bhad Bhabie. She's 21 now. And the other girl, she's 18, freshly 18, and then her dad is Travis Barker. They don't have too much experience for nothing, right? So he gets this girl pregnant because she's worth $60 million, which any guy who, trying to secure the bag would definitely do. So you get one pregnant, but you want more pussy, niggas. And for whatever reason, he fancies this girl. I guess he has a type. He likes white women, whatever. And he basically tells the girl, like he links up with her, tries to link with her, and, she says, do you have an Instagram? He says no, because if he tells her he has an Instagram, she'll figure it out quickly that he is Bhad Bhabie's baby daddy. So he lies about that, tries to hang out with her. She says no. Over time, she admitted to hanging out with him, but she claims she ain't fuck him. Who cares? All right. Point of it is, there ain't no point, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Both of these women, I think their taste in men kind of dictate the situation they're in, and good for them, However, I do wish Danielle Bregoli health, and I hope the abuse, even though she looks like she's normalizing because she says we fight. I hope that's not something that continues, All right. Chat, have y'all seen this? So they ran an article on Business Insider. They said how rich musicians build American taxpayers for luxury hotels, shopping sprees, and $1 million house or $1 million bonuses. Okay. Now, this article is actually exposing two people that we care about, really three. It's Lil Wayne, they're exposing Chris Brown, and Marshmello. Okay. Now, let's read through this article real quickly. It says many musicians struggled during the pandemic. Lil Wayne wasn't one of them. He sold his master recordings from his record label's artists for more than $100 million. Okay. By the way, if you don't know what that means, he owned the master recordings 49%. So Young Money, Cash Money, he owned 49% of that. Birdman owed 51% of that. So he sold the masters, right, for $100 million. He was also pardoned for felony gun possession in the last-minute action by then-President Donald Trump. Purchased a $15.4 million mansion in the mountains of Los Angeles, and as Business Insider investigation found, he received an $8.9 million grant from a little-known pandemic relief program that was used to cover more than 2 years' worth of spending on luxury hotel stays, designer clothes, and travel to and from nightclub appearances around the country. The rapper, whose real name is Dwayne Carter Jr., spent more than $1.3 million from the grant on private jets, over $460,000 on clothes and accessories, many of them from high-end brands like Gucci and Balenciaga. He billed taxpayers more than $175,000 for expenses related to a music festival promoting his marijuana brand, GKUA, including clothing for artists associated with his record label. He also used grant money to cover nearly $15,000 worth of flights and luxury hotels for women whose connection to Lil Wayne's touring operation was unclear, including a waitress at a Hooters-type restaurant and a porn actress. On New Year's Eve 2021, he was scheduled to perform at a concert in Coachella, but shortly before his set was scheduled to start, a concert employee announced that the rapper was unable to perform because of the wind in the flights. The crowd booed. The wind gusts were of 20 to 30 miles per hour reported that night, but data from Flight Radar 24 indicates 4 other private jets flew the exact routes Lil Wayne was scheduled to fly. Instead, posts on Instagram suggest he partied that night at a club on Sunset Boulevard with the rapper 2 Chainz. Okay, for expenses related to the concert he never performed, Lil Wayne billed taxpayers nearly $88,000. Okay, now this is how they're saying he spent his grant money. They said he settled a debt that was owed to an ex-manager, Cortez Bryant, $2.14 million. Now, that debt is probably either for direct managing fees or fees due for Drake. Remember, Cortez Bryant, through a subsidiary or his, music group, Aspire Music Group, that's how Drake got signed to Young Money, Cash Money. Okay, so Cortez Bryant, you've noticed we've never heard from him again. Pockets fat. Feel me? So he paid $2.14 million to Cortez Bryant, commissions to then manager Mac Main. Oh my God. Jesus, Mac Main was getting it. Okay. $1.7 million. Wow. Private jets. This is kind of crazy. $1.38 million. Lawyers at Grubman Shire, which, by the way, I think this probably came out because of an inquiry, either at Grubman Shire or an inquiry by this accountant firm that had to show the line items on how this grant money was spent, because for everybody they have the same lawyer group and they have the same accountant. Okay, so lawyers at Grubman Shire $590, accountants $589, clothes $528,000, $528,000 that is. Contractors who work on a shows $327,000, selling a debt to a former accountant $300,000, mystery women $14.9 thousand, and everything else $1.3 million. Now, I'm going to tell you what Wayne or people around him would say. They would say that it's an accountant issue and that if they did receive a grant, the grant wasn't allocated for what they're saying it is, right? For example, and let me just give you this example. Say I have 15 sources of income, right? Spotify pays me. Universal pays me. I'm getting paid for shows. Everything is my money, right? So, of course, I'm going to fly private jets, but does it mean I'm using the grant money versus the show money? Am I using the money from Spotify or maybe a money from a feature? So, I think that's how Wayne would explain it. But, here's the thing. As an artist, your accountant company, right? They and whatever, they have to write down what you did with the grant. So, it kind of defeats the purpose of you trying to explain it another way. Lil Wayne's publicist didn't respond to numerous requests for comment on details, questions reached by text. Wayne made a sexually explicit overture to a reporter and didn't respond to questions. Basically told him to suck his dick, right? Now it says the money came from a program called the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant, signed into law by Trump in 2020, championed by lawmakers including Senator Chuck Schumer. It was established as a lifeline for struggling independent venues and arts groups during the pandemic. But pop stars used the program as a piggy bank to keep the party going, according to Business Insider. The Stars spending book took place as a backdrop of massive pandemic relief fraud. The PPP and economic injury disaster loans gave out as much as $200 billion in suspected false claims, losses that combined with false unemployment benefit claims amount to what the FBI has called the largest fraud in history. Compared with those better-known programs, the Shutter Venue Operators Grant had relatively strict eligibility requirements. Still, accounting firms and money managers soon realized their stadium fill-in musician clients might be able to be eligible for grant money via their loan-out companies. I ain't gonna lie, I think that's shitty, man. There's so many people. Like I would have qualified for some of these things, right? Like I had a certain amount of employees for certain size companies. I could have gotten grants. That's shitty, man. Like y'all are fucking millionaires, right? Like y'all got all type of investments. That's really shitty. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? And I've talked to some of these people, not necessarily Wayne or whoever else is being accused in this particular story. You know what they've said? Well, if I didn't do it, other people are doing it. And they escape it. They kind of excuse it by saying other people are doing it. And it's like one of those, if you ever had somebody excuse their behavior by saying, well, somebody was going to do it. Might as well be me. Or other people were doing it too. But I still think it's shitty. Like, you guys make a shit ton of money, had a shit ton of money. You didn't need to use that, even if you consider it free money, whatever. Still account. Okay. Corporate entities used to handle the business of touring. Grants awarded to clients of one of the high-powered entertainment business management firms. Okay, see? NKSFB totaled at least $207 million, Business Insider reported. NKSFB itself collected more than $7 million by helping its clients obtain the grant. Okay, so it was this business management firm that got all of them the money. Their managing partner, Mickey Siegel, didn't respond to requests for comments. The firm's lawyer, Brian Friedman, says NKSFB doesn't comment on his clients' finances. Grants received up to $10 million so they could spend on certain ordinary and necessary expenses for their entertainment business. They had to make good faith statement to the Small Business Administration, which oversaw the program, that the grant was necessary to support the loan-out company's ongoing operations and to show that the company's revenue had fallen by at least 25% between one quarter, 2019, and that same quarter, 2020. Oh, wow, this was a scam. The statement of SBA, in the statement, the SBA said it followed the law, but the law directed the SBA to examine revenue, not assets. Musicians with huge bank accounts and multiple mansions were still eligible for the awards as long as their loan-out company revenue had declined. Thousands of pages of accounting documents reviewed by Business Insider revealed for the first time how some wealthy musicians were giving it up, including C Breezy and DJ Marshmello and the member of Alice in the Chains. They spent grants they received through the program. The documents include detailed records explain how celebrity musicians spent their grants, as well as correspondence between their accountants and the SBA. Business Insider has verified the authenticity of the documents. They revealed that the artist directed millions, or how the artist directed millions in taxpayer funds, not towards touring crew members, but instead towards their own bank, luxury purchases, and entertainment expenses, oftentimes while sitting on substantial wealth from other business ventures. One top government accountability expert says some of the spending Business Insider identified was questionable, but stopped short of saying it was fraudulent. At minimum, it smells, said David Walker, former comptroller general of the United States. Whether it's legal or not is not up to a lawyer or ultimately up to a court, but it does. Whether it's legal or not is up to a lawyer or ultimately a court, but it does smell. The SBA said it implemented industry-leading fraud controls. Okay, let me go down a little bit. Pandemic relief was intended to help businesses and workers in need, the senator says, not a super wealthy celebrity. Lil Wayne wasn't the only one engaged in questionable grant spending. Chris Brown spent his grant on big paycheck. On a big paycheck and a big party. Of the $10 million grant Brown's company CB Touring received, $5.1 million went to Brown personally. He also billed taxpayer nearly $80,000 for his 33rd birthday party. The blowout, held in a luxe Los Angeles event space, featured a 3,650 LED dance floor and atmosphere models, nude women in body paint who cost $2,100, according to an expense report and a blog post by the party planner. The bill included more than $29,000 for hookahs, bottle service, nitrogen ice cream, and damages involving burn holes to rented couch. While the grant was meant to support live entertainment, Brown also charged $24,000 to the grant for the cost of driving his tour bus from the U.S. to Tulum, Mexico, and back in the fall of 2020 during a month-long stay for him and his entourage in a resort town, where he did not perform. He spent several days in Tulum filming a video with Jack Harlow for the joint track, but it's not clear if the rest of the trip was for business or pleasure. And more than $179,000 of the grant went towards a celebrity basketball tournament broadcast on YouTube, including a $20,000 payment to the Indianapolis Colts tight end Mo Alley Cox, who played for the Browns basketball team. This is how Chris Brown spent his grant. He took $5 million. Insurance, he paid $1.3 million. This is probably an umbrella insurance package. His manager, Anthony Ant Wilson, $823,000. Accountants, $556. Lawyers, $498. Crew payroll, $383. Celebrity basketball tournament, almost $200K. His birthday party, $80,000. Everything else, $1 million. Brown and his attorneys and his managers did not respond to requests for comment. Others also paid themselves, taking advantage of the spending. Oh my God. Marshmello received a 9 point. Oh yeah, this is fraud, chat. It seems like fraud. So the limit was $10 million. I think over 10. They said it over 10 was Let me see, over 10. Or they received up to $10 million. Marshmello got 9.9. Chris Brown got 10. Well, I guess, holy shit. All right. Steve Aoki used 2.4 in grant money. 3 of the members of whatever split. Oh, wow. It's a lot of shit, man. A lot of people.
Here's how rich musicians build American taxpayers for shopping sprees, private jets, and multi-million-dollar paychecks for themselves.
This was the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant Program. The intended recipients of the grant money, arts venues, arts groups, basically organizations that were suffering during pandemic lockdowns.
A lot of those groups did benefit, but artists like Chris Brown, Lil Wayne sent that money mostly to their own pockets.
So out of the $8.9 million that Lil Wayne received, instead of spending the bulk of this money paying people like sound designers, lighting technicians, Lil Wayne spent $1.3 million of that money on private jets. He spent over $460,000 of that money on clothing. $5.3 million went to managers, administrators, accountants, more than 13 times what he paid his touring employees out of the grant. We see people like Chris Brown taking vacations to Tulum with his entourage, partying, and we asked ourselves, did Chris Brown really need $10 million from the federal government? Out of that $10 million, he paid himself $5.1 million. It went straight into his own pocket. For a lot of arts groups, this money was really essential. This was really something that saved them during the pandemic.
There was about $14 billion spent under this program at the end of the day. And what we're focused on is maybe a few $100 million. The median grant under this program was something like $300,000.
Far less than most of the musicians we're talking about. In fact, far less than Lil Wayne spent on clothing alone.
To read the full story, find it on businessinsider.com.
Okay. Now, let's see what else. Okay. Shrem Torrid. Records seen by B.I. showed that a good chunk of the $7.7 million grant to Shrem Torrid, the loan-out company for the hip-hop duo Ray Shremmerd, was paid to rappers Slim Jimmy and Sway Lee, whose real names are Akil Brown and Khalif Brown. The duo's manager, lawyer, publicist did not respond to comment. Wow. Everybody was eating. Chat, when it comes to shit like this, man, I'll be scared of the government so much. Don't give me no money, bro. I'm good. I wouldn't want to be playing around with hold on. Y'all wouldn't want to be playing around with money from the U.S. government like that. Now, granted, I think what's going to happen is that, maybe some of the upper echelon at these management firms, they might be held accountable, but I'm pretty sure their lawyers are going to quote the actual law that was put in place and be like, hey, we did nothing wrong. It might have been scummy. So yeah, you guys could keep running articles, but you can't charge not our clients nor us. This was legal. This was the law, and we followed the law. So was it scummy? Probably, but was it illegal? No. Okay? All right. What else? Who else ran up some scams with this? So it looked like they're saying that this business management firm really ran it up. And who else? Over 2.1 million of the grant paid off a debt. Okay, yeah, we went to that. We went into all that. Okay. All right. Good article, but I'm going to be honest with you, okay. Hey, honestly, it just shows, man, in America, man, it's a game it's an unfair game that's played by the rich and the wealthy that usually take advantage of taxpayer dollars. And even when, and I think this is every game in America though, right? Like even when I hear people talk about crypto, like a lot of crypto, at least in my estimation, like it's really just to make these people who have a lot of money even more money. It's going to make them way more money at a higher rate, and they have way more control, and they could affect the market as opposed to you putting in like a little $1,000. You know what I mean? So like there's so much things in America that on paper it looks like it's for people that's underprivileged, but isn't it like how everything is, right? They create legislation, whether it's affirmative action or, was it DEI, which is supposed to help people who would be neglected or, historically, underprivileged groups. And what ends up happening is that the people who benefit from it the most are usually the people that probably don't need it. So it kind of happens a lot. This kind of looks like it sucks. It kind of goes into showing that maybe these guys are scummy people. I don't think that Wayne or Chris Brown himself are making this call, but it goes to show that maybe whatever manager or business manager that they got, probably said, yo, these guys are good candidates that we could kind of finesse a $2 million for our firm. We'll give them their 10, and it's just a scam, which I think that's just the unfortunate part of it, because anytime, and it goes into politics, anytime the government, I think, does something trying to help people who are underprivileged or people who are, because again, this grant was supposed to help theaters and help small venues and small bands or whatever that were really affected because they couldn't really get to perform or they couldn't have events at their space. So, hey, okay, cool. We want you not to fire people. We want you to still try to maintain until we get through this, because what would happen if everybody just let go of their employees or just blew up their business? It would be catastrophic for the economy to come back. And that was the thought behind it. That was the whole aim of the game. But who benefits the most? Seabreezy and motherfucking Tunchi. You get what I'm saying? So again, unfortunately, I don't think you could really ever prevent that, because that's just the nature of how the game is played out here, man. Like the rich really do get richer, and it's really, a lot of times when you support legislation, or you support things that are aimed at helping certain communities or certain swaths of people, that usually gets taken advantage of the most by people. And I mean, look at the PPP loan thing. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when the PPP loan thing was happening, mad niggas was really up. And it was scammers. Like, these were known scammers. The known scammers were up more than the people that probably needed it. So, kind of fucked up and unfortunate. But I'm not going to blame Chris Brown and Wayne directly. It's clear here that this shit was routed through a business management firm. Did they probably have to sign off on it or okay to it? Of course. But this is a finesse a little bit above their pay grade, even though they definitely did benefit from it, which kind of sucks because you're benefiting from taxpayer dollars, which is supposed to be funneled back in to help underprivileged or struggling and striving businesses. So that kind of sucks. If you look at these guys' net worth too, let's see. Lil Wayne net worth. His net worth is $170 million. right? Chris Brown net worth. His shit is over $100 million. But again, who's going to say no to $10 million, right? Who's going to say no to $10 million, right? Fucked up. Okay. Let me see. I might have to dip out a little bit early, Chad. I do have to run slightly. But what was my other topic? Okay. Bro, I don't even want to cover this Offset and Cardi thing. It's just so exhausting, bro. Cardi B and Offset, they're like beefing. And what the fuck? I don't even want to like find all these tweets myself. Okay, here we go.
Somebody say happy for you. Stay strong, Cardi. I am strong. I'm actually been really good lately. We've been really great. We've been really happy. I feel like this week has been the less dramatic, less drama week. Because for the past 3 months, it's been drama. It's been
Chat. I know. I'm apologizing so early in advance for me leaving early today. I'll make it up to y'all tomorrow.
arguing. It's been craziness. But this week, it's been like 8 days that is no drama. Is no bullshit. It's getting to the point everybody's like moving on healthy, very healthy. So
that's what always led sweetness was off too.
All right, so let me just kind of give you the full rollout. So Cardi B, essentially, her and Offset, what the fuck? Her and Offset are going through this divorce, right? And it's gotten to the point where like these messages are just like super goddamn toxic. And if you're reading the shit back and forth at this point, like it's you can't tell what the fuck is going on anymore, right? So for example, Offset got hacked. And let me show you. Offset hacked. He got hacked and it got put out there that he was allegedly, cheating on Cardi B. So this was his inbox. Okay, these are the people he was messaging, which kind of is like surprising, but not that really. Like these niggas talk to fans the majority of the time, right? He's talking to Cardi B updates. I don't know who this other person is. He's talking to, that's Cardi B. Then he's talking to Ken Barbie and Barty Gang Radio. And you know what I mean? Like these are like, pretty much like fan pages. Anyway, the message with him and Cardi that went out, it says, he says to her, yo, keep my child. This is in March. Then he says, why do you think you a lick for me? Like, for real. Like, me saying that you was wrong. Oh, like me saying that was wrong. That's my baby. Like, I sound desperate for what? And who you? No, before you continue getting fucked might not be mine's anyway. Because I ain't fucked you and you wasn't preggo when I was around. So apparently this was like before she gave birth, looked like he was arguing with her, saying that, yo, you got fucked by somebody else, and I don't know if the baby's mine or something like that. And then she says, LOL, you don't got to answer the phone. Just wanted to show why I don't fuck with you. Everyone knows about you and Pre. I don't know who Pre is. Let me Google who that is. Pre Offset. Okay. Offset's, what? Offset's facing... Offset accused of forcing IG model Pre into an abortion. Who the fuck is Pre? Okay, I guess this is her. Okay. Okay. So I guess this is supposedly Offset's side chick. Let's not get too much into it. All right. It says, everyone knows about you and Pre. Everyone knows that's your girlfriend. On top of that, you couldn't stand up like a man for Culture, which is their daughter, to Shia, which I think that's his baby mama, his other baby mama, and your mom robbed me cold, okay? And says you can no longer message this person, I guess, because she blocked Offset. So that happened, and then we seen them throwing money in the club. So there was a video of them in the club throwing money at each other. And, you know, it's kind of interesting because, you know, I love Cardi B and Offset. I like them together. But, like, their relationship is as much private as is public. They really care what people think. And they refuse to take us out of the group chat, right? They got 3 kids. They are married. But they care about what we say about them, clearly. Because you'll see a message like the one I just read before, and then they'll go to a strip club and clearly make a spectacle that's going to make all the blogs, and they're throwing money at each other, looking like, you know, I don't know, it's like almost like a friendly fighting, like whatever you want to call this. Anyway, the shit gets to a helm recently, and the recent thing that happened was a bunch of tweets that went up. Okay, so let me see if I got all the tweets. Okay, so just look at some of these tweets. Cardi says, baby mama acting ass bitch. Then Offset says, single and miserable. Check to last 10 spaces you mentioned me. You getting hit. That the flex though. Get your flex on, mama. And then she says, single and miserable? Nah, you just mad that I'm outside and you thought niggas wasn't gonna be on me because in your words, I got 3 kids in my 30s. So Cardi B is saying Offset is mad that niggas want to fuck her. Offset's saying, yo, you're not flexing on me by saying that you could get fucked. Now, I'm sorry to say, and I love Cardi, but I gotta agree with Offset here. A woman announcing that niggas want to have sex with her is not a flex. It's actually just shows how low your self-esteem is because you think the validation is in receiving dick. Anybody will give you dick. You've paid probably tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands for your body. You look good. Doesn't matter if you have 50 kids or not. Like, a nigga would fuck a woman with 3,000 kids if a woman could do that. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't matter. What is the real flex? And I think we should put this out there. Like, a woman flexing that she could get fucked is not a flex. The flex should be, I'll get a nigga who's more lit than you or more successful that's going to treat me better and put a ring on my finger as well. And have another family with or have more kids with. But, come on. Yeah. Anyway. But I'm a guy too, so maybe I'm just a little bit biased. She says, I'm miserable. I don't bother none of y'all bitches. I don't bother none of the bitches you fuck or the hoes you fuck, but every guy I talk to, you DMing and talking shit about me. Like, let's not. And he says, baby mama acting ass bitch. Well, I think that was first. And then Offset said, nobody win when the family fights. Stop capping to these people to make yourself look like the hoe. It ain't the look. You a fire woman. Good music, but you focus on dick and trying to make me look bad. Focus, bruh. This shit is whack from both of us, honestly. Drop the album and go up. Okay. So Cardi B says, so dating because I'm single means I'm worried about dick? You sound like a dummy. Trying to be fake nice after you did what you wanted to from the beginning. Trying to push a narrative to these people. Congratulations. Fuck off and sign the papers today. Then Offset says, when you split the custody, I will. Ain't worried about music. You worried about dick. Everybody can see it. All you talk about is dick in clubs, burned, no music, no nothing, just drama. Love you, Offset. Fuck with you, but I got to keep it honest with you too. Offset, when you got with her and when you were happily married with her and you couldn't stop following her from left, right, proposing on stage, and you were heavily in love with her, all she talked about was dick as well, brother. You have dated Cardi B. Her main topic is penis, okay? You did not date Beyonce, okay? Let me not put another woman that's in her league. You didn't date a woman that doesn't exploit sex or sexuality. You dated a woman who essentially talks about getting fucked. That's like the primary thing that she actually talks about in her music. She has a hit song called Wet Ass Pussy. Why would you think just because you're no longer with her, she won't talk about dick? That's the main thing. That's her thing. Why are you mad? That's her thing. And again, I fuck with Offset, but it's just like, bro, you're acting like she wasn't talking about dick before. I've clicked on many Cardi B lives and she's talking about dick. That's what she likes talking about, dick. You knew this. You wifed her up. She was talking about dick then. She was talking about dick now. She was talking about dick when she was with you. Maybe she was talking about your dick, but she was still talking about dick. Gotta call a spade, man. Okay? There's some more tweets back and forth. I don't know if I can find them. Oh, here we go. Then there's some more. He says, we grown up. Keep lying and trying to make me look away. Our kids gonna see all this for you trying to put on for our fans. Sad. I'm only trying to defend me. I never do this internet shit. You always do. They know half our shit because you go up. You 32 with 3 kids. Stop. And it says groupie. It's a whole video groupie, it's a whole video you had me take. Stop lying for these strangers, twin. I could no longer look the way you got me looking for these people. And then Offset says, we got 2 little girls and you online. You say you online. What? We got 2 little girls and you say online you in whole season. And then he says mad. Then she says, I DM niggas. No, he says, I DM niggas. Don't make me post who you asked was at my party. And then Cardi says, and I'm going to post why I had to go to Taboo and not Booby Trap. Bitch ass nigga. Now, Lil Baby was at Booby Trap. That's what happened. So, yo, why do women try to like bitch you out like that? Why do women try to like bitch out their guy like that? Like, so Lil Baby was at, they still don't get along? What the fuck? And then somebody replied to Offset, the same person texting her begging her to let you smash. Because I guess it was text of Offset begging to fuck. And Offset says, and she let me. Meaning he's saying he still fucks her. Said, now what? Man, respectfully, man. Could these two take us out of group chat? Please. Just take us out of group chat, bro. Take us out of group chat. I don't know if this is like pre-planned promo. I don't see Cardi B doing some shit like this. She usually is really raw and authentic in how she handles things. It's not like fabricated and manufactured. So I'm going to guess that she's really just beefing with Offset. But they clearly, figure it out, bro. We don't need to know. And also, again, I think Offset made a good point, but he's guilty of it too. Y'all are just putting out this digital footprint. That culture is getting older. Like, she's going to be able to see and understand pretty soon, if not already. Why keep doing it? Y'all not going nowhere. This is the 3rd time or 2nd time y'all filed divorce. Y'all not going to leave each other. Just have that talk with each other. If Cardi wants other penis or Stephon Diggs or whoever else, just have an open relationship and y'all just do y'all. Cut y'all ego out. Or if y'all going to just still trying to act fake, like loyal to each other, cheat in private. And don't come online and tell us about it, especially if you're not leaving. Okay? Anyway. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. And Cardi was on Instagram.
Really healthy co-parenting.
Give me 1 second, by the way.
3 months. It's been drama. It's been arguing. It's been craziness. But this week, it's been like 8 days that is no drama. Is no bullshit. It's getting to the point everybody's like moving on healthy, very healthy. So
that's what always led sweetness was all too.
Somebody say happy for you. Stay strong, Cardi. I am strong. We ain't beefing. We ain't really speaking. So I think we are in a healthy co-parent. I think we're getting to a point that is we really healthy co-parenting. So I don't want everybody to be attacking me on my birthday. So. And yes, I did post that text message myself because it's like I don't just try to play me. Like it's like I really don't like when they play me. Like I'm not the bad bitch, okay? If I'm doing them is because it's just niggas, they dogs. The one thing I've been noticing, you can't with the burn. We ain't beefing.
are really intimidated in dating boss with some money playing. Like, men really love the idea of being with a boss, but they really can handle it. They can handle it, and this is why I feel like, because are the new, and let me tell you, yeah, and let me tell you why I feel that way, right? Because these they cannot handle us boss women demeanor. Like, it's like sometimes, like, I feel like think that I'm being like cocky or like I'm like bragging, but it's like I'm not bragging. This is just my lifestyle. And then some just want to guess like these.
Yo, Cardi, please, for the love of God, no more tweets, no more rants. Make a song. What happened in 2018? At least you made songs like Beware. Now you're just like tweeting. Just stop. Make a song about this shit. Cuss Offset out on a song. No more tweets. I'm going to tell her that when I talk to her, too. No more tweets, man. I can't even keep up with this. So, yeah, cool, not cool, cool, not cool. Drop some music, man. Drop some music. Anyway, chat, I do got to run, okay? I actually apologize for having to run after only about like 3.5 hours. So, I'll be back on early tomorrow. But I do got to go handle some shit real quick. So, I do have to run. I apologize sincerely. But, yeah. I'll be back on tomorrow. All right? Sorry. I feel bad.